Long ago, people spoke of a land called Sunset, a place full of honorable merfolk, powerful witches, towering monsters, and legendary pirates. A world that stretched so far and wide that not even the royal mounts could claim dominion over it. But as the years passed and the world twisted, the legend of Sunset faded and most forgot about its wonder. Most except Captain Jesbert J. Vance. He never for a moment questioned that Sunset was
This
real
guy.
and spent his life searching for it. Now an old man, he has decided to set off on one last adventure to find the fabled waters of Sunset and has convinced you to join him. Your quest begins in search of the fabled clearing stone. Captain Vance is convinced it is the key to getting into Sunset. You have struck some luck in acquiring a map that should lead you to the stone, but none of you can understand it in its entirety. Because of this, you sail to Precipice Island, where an old friend of the captain may be able to decipher the map. The quest seems easy enough, but Captain Vance's previous adventures have made him some enemies, most notable of which is the Royal Mont family, who have hired the notorious Captain Razor to hunt you down.
Okay, begin on page 19. That's not how you do 19. It's not double digit either, or not triple digit. There's page 19. So what we do is we cover that up so we can't see what's going on. And I already noticed I made kind of a mistake here with my placement because that's going to be blocking some stuff. So fine, we'll go like that. I'll put my item over there. I forgot that I got to move this down slowly so I don't read what's coming up ahead of me. That's fine. We'll put our cannons over here. I can't move this though, so this is going to get... Actually, no, it won't get in the way too bad. I just pulled it off in the last one. Okay, here we go. So we start off here in the port, and we start off right here on Infamy track. Infamy is going to be used to determine when we get these little stars on our constellation. The goal of the game is to not only complete the objective, but also survive and have the best story. So whenever I'm able to get this little guy, when my infamy goes up, I'm going to be counting spaces. Whenever he would pass this mark and go down here, I get to fill in one of these stars on this little chart here. Unlike the multiplayer game, where if you fill in a thing with a star, or any other part of the game tells you to do a star thing, you instead gain 3 infamy. And that's how that works. But I start right there in the middle. This is how you play with one player, and I get 4 total meeples to use as actions. So I get to choose 4 of these things that I want to do here in this place. So what we're going to do, I think, another thing that's different than the multiplayer version is whenever I would gain a skill point, I have to spend one of my supplies, which can be really bad because you need supplies to survive out in the ocean. So I don't want to do too many things that will give me things. I think I only want to do those 2. Well, I want to do them all, but I'm not going to spend all my supplies on getting these. I'm going to do these 3 for sure. And then I'm going to wait on the captain's mission. I'm going to actually go to the psychic shanty instead. So once everyone in a multiplayer game has selected all their stuff, then you slowly resolve all these things from top to bottom. The blue, by the way, means only one person can do that. The green means as many pirates as I wanted could do that. But I am represented by all the pirates here. Anything that represents everyone is just me. So, the market. For the market, first I do swagger +1 and then perform a swagger check. So, if I wanted to get that +1 as swagger, it's going to cost me a supply. Looking on my pirate sheet, swagger is a decent stat of mine, so I probably want to take that +1, which we will go ahead and do that. I'm going to change that color, though, to black. Please, black. Black. Black color. Swagger. Go bump. It's white. White's fine. So I got 1 point of swagger. That's going to cost me a supplies. Go like that. Boom. And now we do a swagger check. So my item that I got gives me +2 exploration. That's pretty good, considering exploration is the Alchemist Pirate's absolute best stat he can get. So we're going to go ahead and roll our dice, and we're going to use our special cannon that we got here that someone recommended that I use. So I'm going to put my die in here, and we're going to fire it. Oh, you know what? I probably should turn to page 19 and hit done. There we go. And now you get the audio for the actual page that we are on here. See? Get the audio. If I hit this button, I can make that go away because we don't need that right now. So this is the port sounds, which you guys probably can't hear. I need to turn that up a little bit. Hold on. I'll turn that up just a bit more here. I can actually adjust it right here in the app itself. I'm going to do background noise up to 10. There we go. You just get a little tiny bit of the background noise you can hear. There we go. How's that sound? So you can hear the hustle and bustle of that town going on. So what we're gonna do is we're going to roll the dice and do our swagger check. So we got +1 swagger. Let's roll. And we got a, oh no, 2. It's a 3 total. 2 + 1 is 3. Okay, on a 3, we get to choose one of these market options. So we can either get +2 supplies. We can gain a reroll token. I would have liked to have re-rolled that. Spend 1 supply to gain a treasure. Spend a supply to gain 2 infamy. Spend 2 supplies to gain a level 2 cannon. That'd be kind of nice, but supplies are kind of... it's not good to waste supplies. So I think what I'll do instead... I don't want to lose 1 supply. I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to get a treasure. I think a treasure will be worth it. So we're going to spend a supply to draw a treasure. What do we get? We got a treasure map. Give the player a treasure map. You can simultaneously steal. That's not a card that we use in this mode. I think it is, but I don't want to pretend to know how to use that. Okay, here's one that works. We're going to use this one. This is a clear gun sight. When the bullet over here absolutely positively has to kill the other person over there. That's +2 to aim. So I got +2 to both navigation and aim right now. That's kind of nice. I know some people are going to flame me for doing that, but, you know, I don't want to do that. I know what's supposed to happen. I'm supposed to get discontent when I steal from someone. I just draw from the treasure deck, but it's kind of a dead treasure, and I lost last night, so I want to make sure that we go well here. So next we're going to do the abandoned houses. This is exploration +1. Do I want to take that point of exploration? I think I do, because exploration is really good for me. So we're going to go ahead and take a point of exploration, which costs me 1 supply to do. We're still okay. And I now do an exploration check, rolling the die. Let's see what we get. Okay, a 10. That's better. 10 + 1 for the point of exploration I have. That's going to give me an 11. Ooh, that's good. That reaches the threshold. I get 2 treasures. Thank you. I will gladly take that. That's a better start than I had last time I played. We got the Dirty Monk Wine. When you draw this card, you may immediately discard it, even if you already have 4 treasures, to lower my discontent by 1. If I do not do that, I get a discontent. I think I'm going to keep it for what it is, and we will raise the discontent. So if the discontent on this track right here ever reaches, meets, or exceeds this guy right here, we lose due to mutiny. So we got to keep our discontent low, which is fine. We have 9 pirates. We're perfectly fine. That's not going to kill us right now. That also gives us a point of brawn and a point of exploration. I like that. All right, so next up, we're going to do the Tipsy Tortoise. I am going to take that point of brawn, lower me down to 6 supplies, and then we're going to put a point of brawn in here with this. Get a few skills early. Boop. All right. Point of brawn, and then we do intimidate the barkeep. I get crew +1. I got the point of brawn, and then we perform a brawn check. So we did gain a crew member in the tavern, so that's nice. We'll take that. And now we do a brawn check, which I actually have a lot of extra modifiers for brawn. That's actually really good. Let's see what we get. Oh, 8. So we got 8, 9 with my Dirty Monk Wine, and 10 because of my skill points. So a 10 tells me to read entry number 300. So we're going to come up here, and we're going to read entry number 300 and hit the ER button, and we'll see what happens.
I want you to answer some questions for me. You growl at the barkeep.
Sure.
She says.
The answer to each of them is no.
Now watch your mouth, you snap.
Watch your own.
She growls, and with that, the two of you lock in a passionate embrace. A half hour later, you stumble out of the tipsy tortoise and head back to the ship.
Did you learn anything?
A peer asks you when you return. I got no answers, you admit. Just a new fiancé and the need for a bath.
Alright, we get a reroll token, and we lock that action, so if we do spend another turn in this place, we do not get to go to the Tipsy Tortoise again. It is locked and is gone bye-bye. I did enlarge that to make it a little bigger. Alright, so then we got a reroll token. So we can use that on any dice roll we want, so we're going to put that right there in our supply. Alright, next we go to the Psychic Shanty. Roll a die, read an entry. Okay. 1 to 12. I do have a reroll token. Wait, no, reroll tokens can only be used for skill checks, so I can't use it for this. There's no way to modify this number. 7. Oh, I hope 7's a good. What is it, 303? Read entry 303. Done. I have that on a different monitor, so it's kind of weird. 303, hit play.
You have placed your faith in a fool. You do not see him for who he truly is, and this blind faith will lead you and those near you to a haze my sight cannot pierce. I fear your future is cursed.
That's not good. Discontent +1, misfortune +1, and lock the action. Okay. That action's locked. We get a point of discontent. Wonderful. And then... what was the other thing? It was discontent. Misfortune. I get a misfortune token. So that makes me have to roll with disadvantage, which means I take 2 dice and I roll the worst one. Make it the red be the disadvantage die. Alright. Well, we got all that. So let's go ahead and... That was all. So we didn't do any of the other actions, so we don't get to do those. So we read entry number 808 for the end of round. 808. So, threat +1. This is the threat track. Whenever we add threat, we put this on there. When the threat number ever equals that right there, we're supposed to read an entry in the book. So, threat +1. This is where we do constellation events if we were able to reach the little exclamation points, which we did not. So we are going to leave this place and head to the next area, I think. I mean, we could stay here for an extra round. It's not bad, but we'll get threat the longer we stay. So we probably want to get a move on. So let's go ahead and leave the place. The highest infamy player, well, it's just me. I can move the ship 1 space. So I'm going to go straight down because we want to get to this place as quick as physically possible. Or I can go this way through the... Let's go this way through the goo. Maybe I'll have to pass by that once. We'll do that. Okay. So when I land in a place, I draw from this little deck right here. There's 30 different things that could pop up here. I'm going to place it, and there it is. Oh, it's a 007. So we stop there, and we get to read the new entry on that thing, which is set 007, enter, and play.
You find a charming piece of land in the middle of the ocean. It isn't much, but it proves to be a great place for a pirate picnic.
Oh.
If there's one thing pirates love, it's picnics. Everyone has a lovely time, but as you while away the hours, the weather turns.
That's bad. Remove navigation token 007 from the game, so this now goes away. Let's put them over there. And then what we do is supplies +2 from the picnic. That's kind of nice. We'll take that. And then set dial A equal to the number of players, which is 4. The way that you're supposed to do this in this version of the game. So 4. And we'll figure out what that means. This is used for keeping track of like ship health and like anything that could pop up. Right now, it'll tell us what it is. Turn to page 11 and check threat. Check threat's fine. We don't have enough. Page 11. I'm supposed to take these guys off too. We are in the middle of the rough seas. Lock this book there. There we go. We're in the middle of the rough seas. Okay, so when you get to a page, it's telling me that the wind strength is equal to A, which is what it told us to set dial 1. Wind strength is set to 4. That number could be bad for us. And then if we look down here, it says, you got to get your crew on the sails during a storm or risk sailors and supplies being swept overboard and the hull taking a beating. That's not good. So what we're going to do is look at all the actions we have here. Hungry crew gets done automatically because we have the Hungry Pirates thing. And usually someone's got to choose to do that and feed the crew supplies, and we don't have to worry about that. That will take care of itself. Well, right off the bat, this one lowers A. So we're going to take that because that's probably going to be very important. Someone has to sail. The exclamation mark means someone has to do it, except for this one because of this card that's in play. We'll do this one, net debris, because it could give me treasure and supplies, and I need that. As far as the next one, we're not going to chart a course. We're either going to talk to the crew or go... Let's go captain's quarters and start that part. I think that sounds good. So we're going to first do hungry crew action. Spend supplies equal to the hunger level, which is equal to 5. We have 10 pirates in our thing, and the hunger level is 5, so we have to spend 5 supplies. Taking us down to 3, which is not great, but when we do that, we don't cause any discontent. Or if you... supplies, you cannot choose. So yeah, we get 1 infamy, and our discontent goes down by 1, which is good. We had a little bit of discontent. They were just a little angry, so we're going to move that down by 1. And we do get infamy, or +1, so we move up 1 space like that. Got it. And now we're going to go and... That's Hungry Pirates, so now we're going to do Man the Sails. Brawn +1 and perform a brawn check. It'll reduce the dial the better our brawn. Question is, do I want to take the brawn point? I don't think I do, because I don't have a lot of supplies right now. So I will not take the brawn +1, because it does cost me a supply to do that. So we're going to just perform our brawn check, but we do get +1 and 2 to the roll. So here we go. Oh, I do have a misfortune token, so I do have to use that, unfortunately. Unfortunately, because you have to use it on skill checks. So I put 2 dice in, and we have to take the worst one because of misfortune. A 3 and a 9. So the way reroll tokens are is I can spend 1 of them to reroll 1 of the dice. I need something like a 9 or closer to a 9, please. An 8, I'll take it. So 8 is the number we take. I'm okay with that. My misfortune token is gone. So what's on an 8? 8's good. That's the second highest. It reduces dial A by 2. So that goes. Wind strength goes down by 1 and 2 because we man the sails. That's helpful. And didn't do anything else. It didn't lower infamy, so that's fine. Yeah, that one's done. Next up, I'm down here actually. Next up, we're going to go with net debris, hunting +1 to perform a hunting check. I'm not going to take the hunting point. I would like to, but we do not have a lot of supplies right now, and it costs supplies to take skill points. Hunting check. Okay, we need some good numbers here. Don't have misfortune, so I don't have to worry about that. Let's go. I don't have a reroll token. 4. Wow, it's just a 4? That's going to be bad. What do we get on a 4? Crew -1, no supplies. So we tried to net debris and someone fell overboard. That's how it happens, I guess, sometimes. I wish I had a reroll token there. Oh well. We lost a crew member. Goodbye. This is a shame. Next up. Stand up. Get up there. And next up, we're going to go to the captain's quarters. Fill in the next entry on the captain's log. Come down here to this thing, and we're going to take a little dot. And is it captain's quarters or captain's log? Captain's quarters. So I come down here. I click on this one right here, and then we're going to read entry number 43 on the app.
Begging pardon, Captain, you say, knocking on the door to his quarters. I was hoping I could speak to you about this sailing past the ocean's edge business. Some of the crew be worried, Captain.
I'll stop you right there, me matey.
He interrupts. Vance points to a group of books lying on the table.
All these I swiped from the Bond family when I was a boy. They speak of the land of sunset, a world of unimaginable riches and magic. And everyone shares such similarities that I'm convinced they ain't just coincidence.
But how do you know they ain't just stories, Captain? The captain sighs, as if he's explained this all before.
I'll tell you what, me matey. You settle the crew down a bit, and I'll fill you in on some more. Once we have a moment to rest up on land.
You nod and walk away, feeling no better, but you still do your best to calm the crew.
Okay, so discontent -1 and gain a skill of my choice. Well, discontent -1, that's an easy thing to do. Let me hit done on that one. And okay. Skill of my choice would be nice to do, but it costs me a supply and I'm low on supplies right now. I can't do that. Sorry, I would like a skill of my choice, but no. We need to not do that right now. I was hoping to get some supplies off this, but we didn't. So we will not gain a skill of our choice. Next up, we're going to sail. Navigation +1, we will not take that. And then we're going to do a navigation check. We need a good roll here. Oh, a 3 is not a good roll. Crap. 3, 4, 5 actually. 5 total. That's still not very good. Spend 3 supplies and/or hull to move the ship 1 space. I'm gonna do 2 hull and 1 supply, so that we can at least move the ship this round, and we're not stuck here out at sea again and have to feed people. So we're gonna go 1 space, which means we then take a token like that. It's token number 30. We're now on that space. Then the game now tells us. Oh, actually, we gotta do our end of round phase. So if we go right here, end of round is 8:04. I come up here and go 8:04. Threat +1. So we come over here and add 1 to the threat meter, like that. And then we're going to do reduce hull, crew, or supplies by a total of X. X is the value of dial A, which is a 2. So I have to lower... We'll lower crew by 2. How's that? We lost 2 people in that. I'm okay with that. It's not a big deal. I get people back. We have no constellation events. The ship did move this round, yes. And we are now on space number 03. 030. Space 030. Booyah.
You come across a wooded, uninhabited island.
Remove navigation token from the game. Place special location token 971 on this space. Do not read the entry at this time. Oh, we found something special? 971. Those are animals. Volcanoes. 71. Oh, it's this one. Oh, so we found something special. This was actually this island. Move that from the game, put that there. That's where we are. This is a new one for me. Place, did that. Reveal. Return all revealed navigation tokens to the face down pile. That's fine, there's none on the map. That would usually wipe exploration, so. Turn to page 37 and then check threat. We do hit our threat marker. So first we're going to turn to page 37 over here. So if I look at the book here, we go 37, enter. Where are we? Oh, we're in a forest. Nice. Very nice. And now we have to check the threat. So that means we come down here. Threat is met, so we do threat event number 1. If we ever get the 5th threat event right here, we lose the game. So 791. So we're going to come into the app up here. Done. 791.
A sickly-looking parrot crashes onto the deck. The crew gathers around it, thinking it is surely dead.
Oh, the poor little blighter.
Blubbers sad Sally.
Stop your weeping.
Captain Vance chuckles as he pushes everyone aside.
This here is me old parrot Flapjacks, and believe me, he will outlive us all. What is it, me boy?
Flapjack jumps to life, rustling the sad patch of feathers on his back.
Razor on the move.
The parrot squawks.
Razor coming for you. Coming for you all.
The crew gasps, fearing what Captain Razor would do if he found them.
Let's get moving then.
Captain Vance shouts.
Okay. Discontent +1, because Captain Razor is after us. It's fine, we were at 0. That doesn't hurt us all that much. Let me hide that real quick. Actually, I can't hide that because that's how I view it. Move special location token, which is this guy right here. The ship moves 1 space closer to us. If this ever hits us, we lose this scenario, 100%. And then, are they on the same spaces? No, they are not. The app's just wondering if we lost the game there. And then we remove all threat tokens from this, and they will just add up again over time. Alright, done. And now we do a forest turn. There we go. We're in this new forest. There's lots of good things to do here. So the question marks mean I don't know what's there. The forest shack. I don't need any points of... I need supplies. So we're going to do the 2 things that give me supply, or that have a chance to give me supplies 100%. Because I have like 2 supplies and like my hull is hurting too. And then I think we're going to the forest shack and to search the forest. We'll do that now to see what's in there. I thought I locked that. There we go. Okay, I think that's what we want to do. Looks good. Let's do it. First one is the forest shack. Choose one of the following. We could either knock on the door of the forest shack, we could search the crates behind the shack, or we could raid the shack, doing a brawn check, and then doing one of these 2 things based on the brawn that we did. I honestly don't know. What should I do? Should I knock on the door? Should I search the crates behind the shack? Should I raid the shack? Anyone in chat have an idea? I'll happily take someone's suggestion. If not, I'll give it about 10 seconds and I'll pick one myself. I could always randomize it too with the dice if I wanted to. Let's go with... We'll randomize it. So we'll go 1 through 6, 7 through 12, and then 13 through 18, and we reroll on 19 or 20. Oh, we gotta do it with the cannon, actually. That doesn't count. We're gonna do it with the cannon. This will tell us what to do. A 3. So it looks like we're gonna be knocking on the door. Let's do it. Read entry number 357. We're gonna get used to having this extra screen on here. We're gonna knock on the door of the shack.
You knock on the front door, but no one answers. When you knock a second time, you hear a rattling sound, and several bones roll off the roof and land near your feet. One is clearly a human hip bone. You decide you've seen enough and leave.
Okay. I get a reroll token and we lock the action. Okay. Kind of uneventful. Lock the action, but I get a reroll token. I'll gladly take one of those. Booyah. Alright. Next up, we're going to search the forest. Let's see what searching the forest does for us. Oh, just read entry number 362. Adjust this a little bit because I'm having to use 2 sets of mice and keyboards, which is kind of rough, but whatever. 362. Ooh, not twice. Come on out. Come on out. There we go.
You follow a trail made in the forest. Eventually, it splits in two.
Follow the path more worn, or follow the path choked with leaves, weeds and leaves. I think we'll put that up to chance also. So we'll go high goes to the top and low goes to the bottom. That is a high, so we're going to go with the path more evenly worn.
As you follow the worn path, the woods grow silent. You come upon a group of pirates from another ship, and note the path is worn due to the humongous sack they drag behind them.
Well, lads,
Calls one of the pirates.
this is good a spot as any to bury our treasure. Cause what a clever bunch we are to bury it all the way out here where no one will ever find it.
You sneak away and return later under cover of night with your crew to dig up the treasure.
All players, treasure +1, lock the action. Okay. That's a good one. All players, by the way, when I'm playing solo, just means I can only get one treasure. What we get? Decorative holster. Blimey, that's a fine holster. Now you should get a gun for that thing. Hunting and aim. Oh, I got all these passives. Nice. Oh, my aim is huge right now. It's 3. If we get in a gunfight, or a cannon fight, I'm absolutely, like, ready to go. Alright. Next, we're going to gather food. Hunting +1, then perform a hunting check. I'm not going to take the hunting +1 because my supplies are too low to take a point. So we're just going to roll the dice, and what is my hunting bonus right now? It is 1 because of the new card I just got, and that's it, just 1. I don't have any points in it. So let's go. I have a reroll token if it's really bad. I need this for supplies. This is like a lot of supplies I could get here. Here we go. Whatever it is, +1. 6, 7. Oh, I'll take it. 7's good. That's a good threshold there. Supplies +3 and a reroll token. Hells yeah. Reroll token. Supplies. 1, 2, 3. I needed that really, really bad. Alright, and now we're going to go down to work the ship. Choose 2 of the following. Repair the hull, scare off pesky sea squirrels, chart a course, or rummage through another's belongings. That does nothing good for me. I would just draw a treasure and make discontent because of the way single player works. I don't want to chart. I think I'm going to scare off the pesky sea squirrels for sure, because that's +1 supplies, +3 infamy. So we go 1, 2, and then 3, meaning I get my first constellation star. So I'm going to fill in that one. There we go. And then, what's the other thing I do? I'm going to repair the hull, or get 1 supply, and then I'm also going to do repair the hull +1, because it needs it. Repair the hull, get a supply. I need the supplies, so I will gladly take that. End of round is round number 817. So we're going to go into the app and type in 817. Threat +1. So every round we're going to get threat. That's fun. Just one of those. Please, not multiples. We have no constellation events. We are going to stay and lose crew. If I could do this round again and try to get more supplies and stuff, I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to stay here for a round. Crew -1 round and begin again on this set. I'm okay with doing that. A crew stays behind. We're going to do another round on this page. 2 of the things can't be done, but I want to get more supplies and stuff. So, okay. So for this round, I'm going to do the captain's mission. I'm going to gather food again. I'm going to work the ship again. And let's see what the rest action is. I'm not going to bury any treasure. All right. This sounds good. Going straight down to the gather food option. Hunting +1. I could take the hunting point. What's my hunting at right now? My hunting is not great. You know what? I will take the hunting skill point. So let's go ahead and do that. Take hunting +1. And then for around this page, check threat. Threat was fine. Okay. Hunting +1, which means I have to lower my supplies by 1. And now we're going to do a hunting check, so I get a total of +1 and 2 on hunting. There we go. +2, and I do have a reroll token if we need it. It's hunting, so there's a chance to get supplies back that I spent. That is a 4. I do not want that, so I'm going to use a reroll token on that to try it again. 4 is not good enough, I'm sorry. We need supplies. Give us supplies. Okay. Let's try that one more time. It's my last reroll token. 11 plus 1, 2, 12, 13. 13 is good. I will take it. +3 supplies, and I get a reroll token back. That was 100% worth it. 1, 2, 3. I lost 1 reroll token, but my supplies are nice and high. I'm okay with that. Next up, we're going to rest. Discontent -1, and then we get to read entry number 363. Discontent goes down by... I'm going to lock these things. Lock. Discontent goes down by 1, and we read an entry. Entry number 363.
You find a tree growing from a soft bed of moss and settle in for a light snooze. But as you close your eyes and try to fall asleep, a loud screeching comes from overhead as a group of squirrels gets into a tussle. Without warning, a squirrel falls down, plopping right on your stomach. It's impossible to say who is more startled by the other. You sit there, frozen in time, each unsure of what to do next.
Okay, I could either scream at the squirrel to make it run away, or close your eyes and wait for the squirrel to leave. I think I'm going to close my eyes and wait for the squirrel to leave.
You close your eyes and wait, but unfortunately the pleasant weather and your ideal nesting spot cause you to fall asleep again. When you awake, you discover a family of squirrels has joined you in your breeches.
Retrieve card 72, Squirrels in Your Pants, from the story deck. Lock the action. Okay. Card number what? 72 from this deck. 72. Squirrels in my pants. What the hell is that? When performing a brawn or hunting check, if the result is 9 or lower, misfortune +2. The squirrels give me +2 exploration, but I'll get exploration checks for bad hunting and brawn rolls. Alright, that's fun. So that's not a treasure card, that's a story card, which means it can't be lost and it's always on me for the rest of the game. I have +3 exploration, which is cards alone, that's kind of nice, so... yeah, I got squirrels in my pants. Okay. We're going to work the ship next. Choose 2 of the following. Scare off the squirrels again. I like that option. It gives me a supply. And it gives me... what is it? Supply and infamy +3. 1, 2, 3. And then it goes... scout 2 spaces. I think we'll just go whole +1. Perfectly fine. Make our ship look nice and big. Alright, now what? Captain's mission. Last thing we're doing here. Check the box and fill it in. So we're going to go boom, and then we go to Captain's mission. We're going to mark off number 048, and we're going to read number 048.
Gathered around a fire, you and some of the crew listen to the captain read from one of his books.
All witches have a tether,
He says,
Despite their ability to shapeshift, each form they might take will still carry the blackened spot upon the back of their neck. Beware the mark, for it means a witch in hiding. A witch in her true form is an alluring and hideous sight, Pale violet skin, eyes that glow like starlight, and...
The captain's voice trails off as Big Henry begins to snuffle, tears rolling down his cheeks.
What is it, Big Henry?
Vance sighs.
I think I'm a witch, Captain.
The large man bawls, pointing at a mole on his neck.
Big Henry, you're not a witch.
Groans Captain Vance.
Now, all of you listen to me. I ain't reading this for fun. You'll understand soon enough, but this stuff could save your lives one day.
Everyone grows silent and listens as the old man picks up where he left off.
Gain a skill of my choice. I have high supplies. Let's do it. What skill do I want? Navigation's pretty good. Can make it even better. Exploration's fine right now. My aim is great. My hunting doesn't get super high, but I think supplies are going to be really needed, so I am going to take another point of hunting, which does lower my supplies by 1, which is fine. Alright, cool. Done. Next, what do we do? We're going to go to end of round. 817 again. And that increases our threat by 1. And then no constellation events. We're going to try to leave the place. And we're going to move the ship 1 space. So we're going to move here. And we're going to find an exploration token for that. It is... Okay, it looks like another stormy card. 009 it looks like. Yeah. Okay. 009.
A royal galleon appears out of nowhere, and before you know it, their cannon fire begins raining down upon the ship. The captain turns the ship as soon as he notices them.
There's a storm a-brewing, me mateys!
Cries Captain Vance, and the old man laughs aloud as the wind whips across the deck. He runs over to the starboard side, and holding the railing yells,
Follow us into the storm, you devils! I dare ya! We'll all be making merry music soon.
You and the rest of the crew give each other confused looks. Captain, you mentioned nervously. What are you doing? He laughs.
We'll be fine, me mateys. You'll see.
The royals cease their pursuit.
Cowards!
The captain chuckles.
Now look lively, everyone. We have a ship to keep afloat.
Remove that token from the game. Discontent +1. I'd be a little angry about that myself, so discontent +1. Remove this token from the game. Set dial A equal to the number of players, which is 4. Okay. And then turn to page 11 and then check threat, which is going to trigger. Our page is another rough seas. Oh boy, we did that. Have to do that again. Alright, well then we check threat. Threat does trigger, so we do mark our next threat event. Great fun there. Threat event number 2. This is 792 is the number. There's that storm sound.
Another visit from the parrot Flapjacks warns you of Captain Razor's approach. Captain Vance rewards the parrot with all the maple syrup you had on board, which leaves you wondering how Flapjacks is so long-lived. The next day, Old Cookie is furious that Flapjacks left nothing behind for his famous saltwater waffles.
Discontent +1, supplies -1. Discontent +1, supplies -1. Move the ship 1 space closer to me. And then, are they on the same space? No, they are not, so don't worry about that. Remove all threat from the threat track. Boom and boom. Done. Now we play around up here. Now we play around on the new page. Okay, this is the rough seas. So someone has to sail, so we'll do the sail. We're going to man the sail so we don't take damage from that. We have decent hunting, so we'll get the hunting out of the way. I need more supplies, though. Talk to the crew might be worth it, or captain's quarters. One of those two could be quite useful. I'm not worried about charting a course. I gotta do one of these two things. Or I can man the sails twice. That's actually not a bad idea. We'll talk to the crew and see what that does. Hungry crew comes first, so our choices for hungry crew, we can either feed the crew by spending a number of supplies equal to the hunger level, which right now our crew is really small, so it only cost us 3 supplies to feed them. If we did that, then we would get infamy +1 and discontent would go down by 1. It's not a horrible idea. If we ask them to go hungry, then we go discontent up by 2, we get some swagger. No, we can't do that because we can't afford the supplies. And infamy will go down, we don't want to do that. And then raid the supplies, that makes our supplies go to 0. We'll feed them this time, so we're going to lower our supplies by 1, 2, and 3. Which means we fed the crew, infamy goes up by 1, and our crew is just a little bit happier. Infamy goes up by 1, and that is that. Hungry crew is done. Now we go down to 3, which is man the sails. Brawn +1. My brawn is currently at 1, 2, so I don't get more than 2. I do have a reroll token. I think I'll be fine. We're not going to take the point of brawn. My supplies are really low right now, so I don't feel safe doing that. Let's go. I'm glad I had a reroll token, because that was a 1. Come on. Give me a good roll. Need a good roll here. It's not much better. 4 + 5 + 6. Oh, 6 is okay. 6 is okay. That's going to reduce the dial by 2. That's not too bad. Means we're going to take 2 damage at the end of this round, but that's perfectly fine. I'm okay with that. You're done. Next up is going to be net debris. Hunting +1. I will not take the point of hunting. And we are going to roll with a +1, 2, 3 total. But if we get a 9 or lower, we get a misfortune token. Right? So we get a +3, but we need to get a 9 or more. Is it the result of the dice that does that? If the result is a 9. I assume it's after all the modifiers have been added, so we'll assume that way. So whatever it is, +3, we need a 9 or higher to be in a good shape. 7, 8, 9, 10. That's perfectly fine. Cool. So we got a 10, which means, what do we get? Crew -1. We do lose a crew member, but we get 2 supplies. Storm sucks. Our people are falling like flies. We do get 2 supplies, so I'm okay with that. Alrighty. So now, you're done. Next up, we're going to talk to the crew. Choose 2 of the following. Trade with a crewmate, a reroll token, or discard a treasure to gain 1. Calm a crew's nerves, or challenge a crew. I can't do that because there's only 1 person here. Oh, this doesn't really do anything for me, does it? I think I'll just take a reroll token then. That's a simple... I was hoping it'd be something a little bit bigger than that, but whatever. Take a reroll token. And then finally, sail. Not going to take the point of navigation, but we're going to roll with navigation plus... nothing there, but it's 1, 2 total there. So navigation +2, let's roll. I have a reroll token if I need it. $10, 11, 12 total. Infamy +1, and this is where you spend 2 supplies to move, so we're going to move our infamy +1. And we can spend 2 supplies or hull to move the ship 1 space. This has an exclamation, so we can only move 1. So we're going to spend 1 hull and 1 supply to move the ship 1 space. At the end of the round, we read entry number 804. Clicky, clicky, click. Oh, it's up there. Still getting used to this. 804. Threat +1. Bop. And then reduce crew or hull by 2, which is the value on the die here. We're going to reduce the hull by 1 and the supplies by 1. We're okay. No constellation events. Ship move this round. Yes. Write the new entry. Yes. It's going to be entry number 977. as written on the cloudy card. Is clearing stone written on the ship's log? No, it is not. Is this your first time visiting the ocean's edge? Yes, it is.
You stare out into the moonlit waters ahead, watching as you creep closer to the ocean's edge. The captain walks up to you, taking an interest in the somber look on your face.
What's going on, me matey?
He asks. Captain? You respond meekly. Do you really think we're all gonna sail past the ocean's edge? I mean, how do you know the stone's gonna work? Every crew that's ever attempted going deep into that place has never returned. It's the end of the world, Captain. The captain stops you by putting a hand on your shoulder.
Settle down, me matey, settle down. It's all gonna be all right.
But how do you know? You respond, unconvinced. The captain looks straight into your eyes, a move that makes you uneasy. The joy and wild exuberance that usually lies within his gaze fades into a calm and steady stare that pierces you.
I don't.
He responds.
I don't know if it'll work. I don't know if I'm leading us all to the depths of Davy Jones' locker. But I know there has to be more to the world than this. There have been so many clues, so many moments in my life that have told me this place is real. This world that we live in now is broken, and you know it. You can feel it in your bones. I want to see it whole again.
The captain pushes a tin cup of rum into your hands.
Now have a drink and enjoy yourself, me matey. We're still alive, aren't we? And that's worth celebrating.
You sip your drink and let out a small chuckle. To the ocean's edge, I guess.
Yikes. All -1. All players get a reroll token, and we turn to page 15. Check threat. Threat is fine. We do get a reroll token, and then check threat. Threat is okay, and I think that's it. Hit done. Now you get to listen to the creepy, cursed waters for a while. It's a very, very ominous looking thing. Cover up these so we can't see what they are. Alright, hungry crew. Gaze into the abyss. Ship graveyard. Comfort the crew. Ready the cannons. Sail. Or captain's quarters and sail. We have to sail. We don't have a choice in that matter. Let's gaze into the abyss and do the ship graveyard. Then we'll comfort the crew. This sounds good, right? Let's do that. Alrighty. Hungry crew comes first. I don't have enough food to feed the crew, unfortunately. So we're going to ask them to go hungry. Discontent +2. I'm not going to take the point of swagger. My infamy goes down by 1. 1, 2. Crew is not happy and our crew number size is low, so that's not great, but didn't hurt us that bad. Next up, we're going to gaze into the abyss. Exploration +1. I'm not going to take that point. But we are going to do a roll on an exploration check and see what happens. So that is exploration that does my thing? No, just hunting and fishing. That's good. So total bonuses to exploration, we have 2, 3 total points, 4 total points. So we have +4 to our roll, and we have 2 reroll tokens. Let's see what we get. We have +4 to this. Yeah, 12. I'll take a 12. That's the second highest one on there. Let's do it. Read entry number 276. 276.
You stare downward into the swirling black waters, and the waters part as if repelled by your gaze. Downward and downward you peer. The ocean here is shallow, but oddly, your vision pierces vast depths of black waters, as if you sailed above the ocean's deepest point. And there, in the depths, you see him, the smiling face of Donnie Dodo, cartoon mascot of Donnie's Donuts.
Have a delicious donutty day.
The bird says to you, just like in the advertisements you've seen painted on the sides of buildings back on the mainland. We gotta get out of these waters, you cry.
What? A cartoon? That's odd. Okay, I don't know why we saw a cartoon character in there. But whatever, we get a reroll token. And we lock that action and never do that action again. I am okay with this. Alright, next up, the ship graveyard. Hunting +1, I'm not going to take that. And then perform a hunting check. Let's see what happens. Total hunting bonus, what do I got? I got 1, 2, 3-point bonus, but I have to get at least 9 total, otherwise bad thing happens. Come on, hunting check. 679, perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. I'll take it. On a 9, we read entry number 279. 279.
You find a ruined ship with only its hold below water, where it ran aground some rocks. Everyone takes turns diving into the hold or in the water below decks. Domingo de la Cruz is beneath the water for a while, but when he resurfaces, he does so floating face down. Domingo! You call to him and motion for Flotsam Paul to go help. Paul swims over to him, but when he reaches out to touch him, Domingo's body breaks apart in fleshy clumps as if he was made of bread dough. Paul begins to scream. Out of the water! You shriek. Everyone out of the water now! Back on the ship, sailors eye Domingo's remains suspiciously and make warding gestures. You can't imagine what did this to him, but you aren't going to try to find out either.
That's bad. Okay. Crew -1. Sorry, Domingo. Oh god, if our crew goes down 1 again, we lose. We have a mutiny and we lose the game. That's a problem. Okay, we'll deal with that as we get there. Lock action number 3. What are all the lock tokens I keep... Come here. You need to come with me, because I need you. Lock action number 3. Alright, we're going to comfort the crew next. I think we need to do that after Domingo's little demise. Trade with a crewmate. Get a reroll token. Let's calm a crew member. 282. 282, calm the crew. Let's do that.
He's crazy, you know.
A crewman whispers into your ear. Who's crazy? Old Ricky Nobbins? Yeah, he's nuts, you respond.
No, not Ricky, you dullard, Captain Vance. He's gonna get us all killed. I mean, look at this place. This is the end of the world, goddammit. There ain't nothing past this. We're all gonna die if we follow him any further.
Convince the crewman he's wrong or threaten the crewman to silence? Well, the thing was a brawn check. So I'd have to do a... I'm imagining it'll be a brawn check if that happens, and my brawn is only 2+. I have 3 reroll tokens though. Let's threaten the man. I'm gonna threaten him. I feel good with all my reroll tokens. Do a brawn check. I need at least a 9. Oh crap. But if I get lower than that, I end up getting a misfortune token. Those squirrels in my pants. Not good. +3, come on. 679. We got the 9. Yeah, we need that. That's perfect. We don't have to take a misfortune token. I am okay with that. We got the 9+. Discontent -1. Good. That keeps us a little further from losing. And we get a reroll token. Nice. So we're up to 4 of those. I will gladly take that. Okay. Very, very lovely. Alright, what's next? Next up is sail. Navigation +1, navigation check. Not going to take the +1, but we are going to do the check. We need a good number here. We have a lot of reroll though, so that's good. We have a total of +2. 2 navigation. Just 2? Yeah, just 2. Here we go. Be a good number. Might have to use some reroll tokens here. It's better. I'll take the 11. No, 9. 10, 11. Is 11 good? 11's the second highest. I'm not going to get up to 18, so we'll do that. Infamy +1. Right there. And then spend... It's 2 for a movement point. So we're going to spend 1 supply and 1 hull. We're not looking so good here. And we're going to go ahead and move down 1 right in here. Very nice. Alright, the ship has moved. And now we're going to read entry number 806. Threat +1. Starting with the player with the highest infamy and proceeding as constellation events. We don't have any yet. Did the ship move? Yes, it did. Read the entry on the next space. It is space number 963, which is my goal. You already visited this island? No, I have not.
You arrive on Precipice Island. You see before you a collection of small houses nestled into the cliff's edge that overlooks the ocean. You hear the distant rumbling of the watery barrier that marks the ocean's edge, and you wonder who could choose to live in such a place. You follow Captain Vance to a rickety old bridge that leads to one of the cliffside houses.
Been a long time, me mateys, but I always loved coming here,
he says. The house itself is a crumbling structure made of mismatched parts. You notice a lovely golden telescope reaching out past a hole in the roof, staring up at the dark sky. The captain removes his hat and, licking the palm of his hand, tries to smooth down his great white tangle of hair. When he reaches the door, he gives a nervous knock. The door opens to an old woman whose body and clothing seem to keep with the rest of the house's theme.
JJ?
She exclaims.
Just boot Vance, get your butt over here.
And the two give each other a happy embrace. You learn her name is Esmeralda, and she is quickly able to decipher the map.
Red Rock Island, the Painted Caverns.
She instructs.
That's where you'll be finding that stone.
When you leave a half hour later, bellies warm with tea, Esmeralda grabs one of you by the arm and whispers,
"Take care of him."
And you can see she looks scared.
He's dreamed of this forever. Never enough in this world to keep him happy, keep him satisfied. But it's dangerous. A person who plumbs the abyss too long will never truly make it back out. You remember that.
You leave Esmeralda's home, happy to find that the captain hasn't led you astray, but concerned that the mission you are on is becoming all the more real.
Okay. There's no navigation tokens. I haven't been exploring, so I haven't put on the map. Write Painted Caverns on the ship's log. Painted Caverns. Hey, Leo. Hold on. Get straight on there. Shrink down. Painted Caverns. We are doing good so far. Our crew used to be at 10 and now it's at 4. So we're shrinking. We're a little discontent, low on supplies and stuff. So it's been better, but we got to where we needed to go. Remove all threat from the track. That's good. That would have triggered another threat event. And then hit continue. Congratulations, you reached the end of part 1. The highest infantry player chooses 2 of the following. That would just be me. Okay, supplies +3, hull I'm going to take the hull +3 for sure, so my ship doesn't sink. 1, 2, 3. Go that way. I can do discontent -2, which would be useful. I could do crew +3, which would also be very useful. My supplies are really low, though. I gotta do the crew. 1, 2, 3. There we go. That keeps me alive a little bit longer, but we are very low on supplies right now. And continue. At this time, players may choose to continue. Yeah, we're going to continue right away.
After visiting Esmeralda, you visit a nearby town to restock and prepare for the trip to Red Rock Island.
Yes, please. Flip over card number 1 to reveal objective 2. Find the clearing stone, which is this one. So our objective, we got to that island, and now I need the next card in that set, which is this one. Find the clearing stone. I'll drop it right there. That means it takes 3 threat now to get the next part. So our next goal is to reach Red Rock Island and find the stone in the Painted Caverns, which is this spot right here. Okay. I've done that. Now what do you want me to do, game? Oh, it just told me what it wanted me to do. Oops. Hold on. Told me I turned to a certain page and I lost it. That's fine. I know how to navigate the app. I just gotta go back to this again, 963. Luckily the app is pretty good. No. Did that. We did that. Immediately. That's it. Page 21 is the page we need. So we're gonna take the book and we're gonna turn to page 21. Like that. We're gonna cover this secret things. We are at the Shanty Town. From this point on, I know nothing about this. I don't know where the story is going to go from here, because we only played... the first time I played was on Sunday with family, and we got to this point and then we stopped, because it was already like 11 p.m. Yesterday I tried to do a solo game, and I went downward, and I sank about right here. Like after 5 rounds, I was out and done. We're not doing great right now. Our supplies are very low, but we will see if we can beat this down. This is a new place. I've never been here before. I don't know what any of these actions are going to do. I had kind of an idea of what was going to happen, so I may choose 4 of these things to do. Well, we gotta go to the tavern called the Sloppy Squirrel. I mean, we literally have a card that is squirrels in our pants. So, we gotta go to the Sloppy Squirrel. We'll go to the market, because I see the supply action there. I would like to get some supplies out of that. Is there... I was going to say, I thought there was something over there causing that to imbalance. Of course there was. Okay. So we got to go to the Sloppy Squirrel. There we go. Alright. Go to the market. Let's do the Whispering Waterfall. Let's do all these. Let's do all 4 of these. And if we have to spend another round here, that's perfectly fine. We'll go ahead and do these 4 things and see what they do. So, start of the round. We go down here and we look and see what we got to do here. So at the market, we perform a swagger check. We're not going to take the +1. In solo, whenever you would gain a skill point on your skill sheet, you got a -1 supplies. My supplies ain't doing so good. So we will not take that point of swagger. You normally get them for free, but whatever. Alright, swagger check. Ooh, there's an entry in there if I get at least a 16. Alright, well, my total swagger... I get no bonuses from any of my treasures. And I have 1 point here. So I'm only going to get +1, but I do have 4 reroll tokens. So let's see what happens here. Fire! I think we will use a reroll token for that, because that would only give us 1 market option. Let's not do that. Let's roll again. Thank you, reroll token. If you have them, use them. One thing I learned about this game is reroll tokens are very plentiful. Ooh, a 6, 7, 7. That's option number 2. I think I'll take it. I don't see me ever getting a... I can't physically get a 16 with my current stats, and then 11's kind of pushing it. We'll take that. I get 2 of these options. I can do supplies +2, which I can do multiple times. I get a reroll token, spend supplies to... I don't want to spend any supplies to get treasure or infamy. Get a scary-looking tattoo. No, we're not doing that. Yeah, all these... Oh, I want to buy a new cannon. I can't do any of that. It's just... Yep, I can't do it. So I'm going to take the supplies +2 twice. I mean, we need supplies really, really bad. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4 total supplies. We need that in order to survive. Well, we have done the market. Next up is the Whispering Waterfall. When you enter the waterfall, you hear a strange voice say, "Speak your desire. Choose one of the following. I seek to learn a new skill. I seek unimaginable wealth. I seek a new path. I seek to rule the world." Oh, they're all different entries I could enter. Ah, Leo, what do you think, man? What should I whisper into the Whispering Waterfall? What do I want out of life here? One of those 4 things. I think what we'll do... kind of want to say what would happen if I wished to rule the world. I think it might not go well, though. Or I seek a new path. I think the wealth might just give me a treasure. It's a pure question mark up here. Like, it would say there was a treasure involved, but it's all questions, so there's no clue what any of these entries will do. And I only get 1 of them, probably. Wealth is useful because I get supplies if it does give me a treasure. But I'm kind of curious to see what I seek, what these bottom two could be. I think we'll do that. We'll do rule the world. Do I want to seek to rule the world? Let's seek to rule the world. Let's do it. Entry number 313. Let's see what happens. Uh-oh, that's a lot of words. What's up?
Wish granted,
says the waterfall. Funny, you say, but I don't feel no different. Shouldn't I be in a palace somewhere?
Hey, you didn't mention a palace.
The waterfall urges.
I gave you what you asked for. The legal authority to rule the world. You got it.
But how will the people know?
That's up to you, kid.
You're a crap magical waterfall, you snarl.
And that is no way for the ruler of the world to speak.
It replies.
Infamy -6, but I get a reroll token. That waterfall just gypped me by surprise. That's... no. It gave me a reroll token. That... seriously. I'm curious what the other ones are, but if I ever play the game again, I want to actually know what the other things are, so I'm not going to look up. That's sad. Waterfall gypped me on my rule the world. I have the authority to rule the world. Alright, let's go to the graveyard. We will not take... actually, we have some supplies, but I kind of want to save them. Do I need exploration? No, I already have, like... I already have plenty of points of exploration. We're not worried about it. Alright, so we'll do an exploration check. Let's see what happens. Kaboom. 5. That's still the lowest one. Actually, no. 5, 6, 7, 8 total. 9 total, actually. I get +4 from all my stats. Oh, man. So if I get +4, I need to roll at least an 8 to get the best... no, at least a 10 to get the best thing. Right? Yeah. Do I want to spend reroll tokens just so I can see a really good exploration check? I have to roll a 10, 11, or a 12 guaranteed to get it. Oh, I kind of want to do it. I have 4 reroll tokens, but I should save them for times it's actually in dire need. I'm not going to do that. We'll do just entry 315 and see what happens. That's the safe way of doing it. 315, what do we find in the graveyard from exploring?
You walk through the graveyard looking at the headstones of legendary pirates like Rory Pukeface McAllister and Captain Wilma Slaughterfist. Pride swells inside you, and when you leave, you do so with a little more piratey swagger.
Get 2 reroll tokens, Infamy +1. Infamy +1. 2 reroll tokens. Oh, that is so good. I have 6 reroll tokens now. I'm okay with that. Lock the action, but I may have to go and take that point of swagger. Do I need it? My swagger's already at 1 there. I don't have any things that give me swagger stat. I am going to take that 1 point of swagger, which does cost me 1 supply to take 1 point of swagger. There we go. That's perfectly fine. Alrighty. Let's go to the sloppy squirrel and see what happens there. Not going to take... or was it... oh, it's a brawn challenge. You challenge a pirate to an arm wrestling match. Crew +1. Seems like whenever I go to a tavern, you get an additional crew member, which is perfectly fine. So my crew is now at 8. And now, what are we going to do here? Brawn +1. Do I need the brawn point? I can only get 1 more brawn point physically, so if I took it, I wouldn't need it again for, like, ever. So I can just pass on brawn gains. Let's do that. Why not? We'll take the point of brawn, lowering our stat by 1. And now anytime a brawn check comes on, we don't have to worry about it because we can't physically gain another point of brawn even if we wanted to. So, alright, so we're going to do a brawn check against this guy in an arm wrestling match. I have a feeling if I roll badly, my arm will break or something. So 2, 3 total. But I need to roll get at least a 9 total as the result. Otherwise, I get a misfortune token because of the squirrels in my pants. All right, so I have plus 1, 2, 3. So I need to roll at least a 6 in order for the bad thing to not happen. Luckily, I have lots of reroll. That's a 1, and we're going to use a reroll token. Try again. Okay, that's still not good enough. Try again. Spending my reroll tokens. Just because I don't want to get misfortune. Misfortune sucks. Come on, I need at least a 6. Spend 1 more. This is hurting me a lot. Come on, at least a 6. Oh my god, I gotta spend another 1. Reroll tokens are pretty plentiful, but come on, please. Yes, thank you, 12. I'll take it, 12. Well, of course I'll take it. 12, 13, 14, 15. Oh, I get to read the best entry. Okay, so we spent 4 reroll tokens on that, but we get to read the best entry in the book for this, in this arm wrestling match. Let's see what happens.
You sit at the table, hand locked with that of the fearsome Helga Arm Ripper, one of the finest athletes to ever grace the noble sport of arm wrestling. Sweat pours down both your faces. Veins pop on your muscular arms, and after 7 minutes of neither of you moving an inch, the match ends in a draw.
Really?
This little one drinks for free,
Declares Helga, and she slaps you on the back.
You have earned my respect, Sprout,
Says she.
as well as a reward.
Wow. Brawn plus 1. I can't physically get any more bronze, so we'll just ignore it. Plus 3 infamy, and get a treasure. And then lock action number 4. So nobody else can go to the sloppy squirrel. That was actually really good. So infamy goes up 1, 2, 3. We did, or it would be 1, 2, yeah, 1, 2, 3. Which means we get to mark another star in our constellation, which is only our second one. We need to work on that a little bit better, because that's how you actually have a good outcome for your pirate. We're going to go ahead and hit that one right there. And let's see here. We locked that action. What else was there? A treasure. We get a treasure. So you can only have a max of 4 treasures, so I do have to trash one. Pirate Manifesto, discard when choosing an action. Choose another player. Actually, that card does nothing for us, so we will just discard it for a treasure. It allows you to... basically, if someone picks an action that you wanted to do, if you're playing multiplayer, then you can... kick them out, choose that action, they have to choose a different spot to go. Normally, players take turns choosing based on the infamy track order. So, that's fine. And then that's everything, right? Lock the action, I got my treasure, and then when I discard the treasure, I get +1 to supplies. Beautiful. Alrighty. That would be the end of the round. My supplies are kind of low, so I might spend an extra round here. I think I'm actually going to spend an extra round here, guaranteed, for sure. So we're going to go ahead and end the round at 8:09. Happens on round 8:09. We're at +1. I knew that would happen. It always happens. And then starting with player, the highest constellation events. I have not gotten to one of the things yet. I need a lot more infamy. Like, I need to gain some infamy really bad. We are going to stay and lose crew because I want to spend another round here. Crew -1, check threat. Threat is fine. I do lose a crew member when you stay in port for too long. Perfectly fine. And we're going to do another round on this page. These 3 actions are locked, so we can't do them. We're going to cover the stuff so we don't influence our choices here. I want to do the captain's mission. I want to work the ship. I want to do the market. And I want to... I can work the ship twice. So what buried treasure is, I can trash treasure, which would normally give me a star on my constellation sheet, but in single player instead it gives you 3 infamy. Which would be nice, but all of the treasure I have is actually really useful. They're all stat boosts. I kind of don't want to lose any of them. So I think I'll just work the ship twice. Yeah, we'll do that. Alright, here we go. Do I want to take the point of swagger? Do I want to take the point of swagger? Yeah, let's take the point of swagger. Why not? Cost me 1 supply, but we're going to take 1 point of swagger. And then we're going to Plus swagger +1, so we have a total of 3 swagger there, and no cards to give additional swagger, so +3. Let's do a roll and see how many market options we get to get here. Oh yeah. That would be a 9. I'm okay with that, so it's 12 total. 12 allows me to choose 3 of these market options, +2 supplies. I love it. Spend supplies for treasure, not worried about that. Get a scary looking tattoo of supplies for infantry. Supplies for another cannon might not be bad, but I haven't had any ship combat yet, so I don't really think I'm worried about it. I mean, I do have a lot of aim on my characters right now, so if I do get in a fight, it'll be kind of nice here. I have +2, 3 total aim there. I haven't put any points on aim yet, though. So I think what we'll do, we're gonna take the +2 supplies for sure. I did spend a lot of reroll tokens, but I'd rather take more supplies than anything. I think what we'll do is we'll take 4 supplies. 1, 2, 3, 4, because I could do that twice. And then I want the other cannon, I think, actually. So I'm going to spend 2 supplies to get a loaded level 2 cannon. Currently, we have 1 loaded level 1 cannon and 1 unloaded level 2 cannon. So cannons, what they do, the loaded and unloaded only matters because when you roll, you get a plus bonus if the cannon had time to be loaded. So your aim would get +3. We're going to take a level 2 cannon here, which is loaded. I'll put it on this side so we know. That gives us a +5 on our aim. When we fire a cannon, we're going to get a +5 on that cannon because it's loaded. That is a really good purchase, and I think that will help us out a lot. So I took the +4, and I spent 2 to get that cannon because it was very good. That one's done. Next, we're going to go work the ship. So on work the ship, we choose 2 of the following. Repair the hull. I can do that multiple times. Supplies for infamy to scare off slum rats. I'm not going to do that. Chart a course. No. Rummage through those belongings. Doesn't really matter. You can do it, but it raises discontent to do that in single player. I think I'm just going to raise my hull by 3. And actually, I get to do this twice. So actually, technically, I get to do 4 of the following. I could just do 4 total hull. My hull needs it. 1, 2, 3. Oh, I can't do that. So I'll take 3 of them, and then I have 1 more action I can choose. Let's scout 2 spaces. I won't take the navigation point on that, but I will scout 2 spaces. Yeah, we'll scout 2 spaces. So when scouting comes, you draw 2 tiles, and you place them adjacent to you. So I'm going to go here. Actually, I'll do these 2. I can do them off of each other. So I'm scouting these 2 spaces, and now we get to see what they are. Okay, so these are the next. I'm trying to get to this island, so now I know what's here coming up. That's helpful. Okay, I like that. That was good. We have worked the ship. Good work, team. Next, we're going to do the captain's mission. Fill in the next chart on your star. So captain's mission is, or not star, but captain's mission is this one right here. We're going to read entry number 49. See what happens.
You wanted to see me, Captain, you ask.
Ah, yes. Come here,
says he with a wave.
I need you to do me a mighty big favor. This here list is all the ingredients I need to make me dear old Mum's pineapple stew. I'd surely love to eat some once more before it's too late.
You got it, Cap. You agree. Then you spend the better part of the day scouring the area for needed supplies. When you finally have them all, you head back to the ship with full arms. But on your way, you spy a small group of merchants with several crates of goods. Ooh. It would be child's play to steal their booty.
Return to the ship with the ingredients you promised the captain, or drop the ingredients, you want that booty. I like my captain though, but I kind of know what that one does. We've gotten that one before. It might just give me treasure, which would just use supplies. I'm gonna return the stuff to the captain.
You did it, matey!
Shouts Vance, clapping you on the back.
It's all here, too. The pork rump, the pineapple, the fresh garlic and onions, and, of course, the pickled sea slugs. By gar, just seeing this takes me back. Why, it seems like yesterday I was supping on this when Mama stabbed Daddy right in the guts for being a no-good lout. Those were the good old days.
That night, the crew enjoys savory bowls of the captain's delicious stew.
Nice. Discontent -1, supplies +2, and we get a treasure. So we go discontent -1, supplies +2, and we get a treasure. A barrel o' tar. Discard to gain hull +2 or prevent another player from stealing a treasure from you. Hull +2 could come useful, but we don't need it right now. So I'm just going to discard itself for a supply, because that works. We'll do that. Okay. So, captain's mission's done. End of round 809. Let's see what happens at the end of this round. We're at +1, of course. That always happens. Any constellation events? We don't have any. We either stay this place one more further, or we can head out and go sailing. I think we've done pretty much everything we wanted to do here, so let's leave. Move the ship one space, and then read the entry on the next space. So this is entry number 21, right? Yeah, 21. 021. Let's see where we are going.
Sailors curse as they race across the decks and prepare for battle. You were all so excited to find a port that you didn't notice the ship flying royal colors that was already there.
Remove that token from the game. Done. Turn to page 55. I think this is a ship battle. It's not 0, just 55. Ah, keep doing that. Get out of there, tokens. Turn to page 55. It is a frigate ship. Look at that frigate. That's fun. And then, get over there. And then, what's the other thing I have to do? Is Hawkeye written on the ship's log? No, it is not. Set dial A to 5, set dial B to 4. Set dial A to 5, and dial B to 4. According to this, dial A is the enemy hull, which is equal to 5. Dial B is the enemy sails, which is equal to 4. And the clue for this one is destroy the enemy's hull if you want to sink them. Take out their sails if you want to board them. Okay. Take out their hull if you want to sink them. We have 3 cannons. 2 of them are loaded, so let's fire cannons twice. Hell yeah. We'll do 2 fire cannon options, for sure. And then we'll rally the crew, and we will gather debris. We don't have to load cannons right now. I think we're okay. Let's do it. We're ready to fight. Alright. Swagger +1. Supply-wise, we are pretty high, but we're in a fight. I don't really want to spend... Oh, actually, can I take more swagger? I can take more swagger. But I already have 3 points. But I don't need the swagger +1. We'll hold off on that. Based on how good it is, I get multiple rally options. Okay, cool. Let's roll. And we get a 6. 6 is good. 6, 7, 8, 9 total. No swagger down here, right? Yeah. 9. What's the 9 give me? 9 gives me 2 options. I'll take it. I can get reroll tokens multiple times. Choose another player to get a skill of their choice. No, thank you. Choose another player gets 2 reroll tokens. I could be the other player. Or reduce dial by... Either dial by 1. Let's hit the sails, I think. I want to board them. So B... We'll have that go down by 1, down to 3. And then I'm going to gain 2 reroll tokens for myself. The way that solo works. Beautiful. I like the ambient sound effect you get like during this too. It's really cool. Alright, rally the crew. Crew has been rallied. Next. Fire cannons. Aim +1. Choose one of the following targets, the hull or the sails. Perform an aim check, and based on how good you do, you lower that die. Ooh, sails got 3 points. If I can get an 18 on an aim check. Is that even... That's possible with my big cannon. So let's take that point of aim. Lower my supplies by 1. And I'm going to take 1 point of aim. So my aim plus total is going to be 1... 2... So, oh, wait, yeah, so 1, 2, 3, 4 total. Plus 4, plus whatever the cannon does. Hell yeah, let's do that. We're going to do the big cannon right here. Plus 5, so we're doing plus 9 on an aim roll. Hell yeah. Let's get an 18, we could do it. Oh, not that one, that's not our... We used that one when we had misfortune, we have to use our green die. Plus 9, let's go. 10, 11. No, thank you. We can do better than that. Come on, come on, come on. 11, 8. 8 plus 9, 18, 17. It doesn't do it. I'm off by 1. I gotta try again. Come on. Come on. Sit on a 10. That's perfect. 19. Alright, reduce the dial by 3, infamy plus 3. 1, 2, 3. Oops. And reduce that dial down to 0. And it'll tell us what that does at the end of the round. We'll say that was one of their persons, and then we get to do this action again. This time we can work on the hull, which has a total of 5 points on it. I kind of want that extra aim point, so I'm going to do that also and take another point of aim. I like aim. So right now I get plus 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, because I'm going to use this cannon right here. Plus 8 on a roll. Let's hit that ship's hull. Come on. Plus 8. Ooh, we got to reroll 1. That's, yeah, that's not good. Come on. Come on. Plus 8. 12, 8. Oh, it's a 20. I'll take it. Reduce that dial by 3 and infamy plus 3 again. So reduce that dial by 1. Oop. Reduce 1, 2, 3. And then we're going to infamy plus 3, which is 1, 2, 3. We crossed a mark, which means we're going to get our first constellation event for our character. When we get there, I'll reread my character's actual story, because you guys don't probably remember what that was. And then, boom. And then that means I get one of these tokens, which means next time it tells me to read a constellation event, we get to learn more about my character's story. It also means I'll have a slightly better ending at the end. You're done. You did good. Gather debris. Hunting plus 1, perform a hunting check. Hunting is currently at 2. 3 isn't much. I'll take the point of hunting. Minus 1 point there. To take a point of hunting, so I get plus 4 total. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep. And I have to get at least a 9, otherwise I get a misfortune token. Plus 4 on hunting. Let's do it. We still have 1 reroll token if we need it. Plus 4, plus 4, plus 4. Not the 2. Crap. Last reroll token. We're going to have to start taking some of these bad numbers that we're rolling. Come on. Plus 4, plus 4. What we got, what we got, what we got? 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We got to take the 11. What is it? 11's perfect. That gets the 3 of these things. Supplies, treasure, or reroll tokens. The treasure guaranteed will put us over max, so that will turn into 1 supplies. So we'll take the treasure. Maybe we'll find a better treasure than what we currently have. The Greybeard's Pirate Guide. When you would gain 1 or more infamy, you may instead gain a skill of your choice. That does not help us at all, so we're just going to go ahead and trash that to gain a supply. And then I think the other one, we're just going to take 2 more supplies to keep our supplies nice and high. Very nice. And that is the end of this round. Let's see what happens with entry 826. Did the ship move this round? No. No, it didn't. Is dial A at 0? No, it's not. Is dial B at 0? Yes, it is. Discontent -1 set to page 53. Discontent -1, which is now at 0, and turn to page 53. Set dial A equal to the number of players, which is always 4 for a single player. And we turn to page 53 for our next round, I guess. What is 53? Oh, boarded ship. Nice. Very cool. Let's hide that. I've never done this before. I don't know what's going to happen. Okay. Making sure I didn't have anything underneath there. I keep locking this thing, and it keeps moving every time I switch the page. Alright. Ooh, this is a new thing. So, a boarded enemy ship. So, enemy crew is equal to 4. A corner crew is a dangerous crew. We gotta take out their crew before they do the same to us. That's the goal. Okay. You can only do 4 of these 5 things. We could try to parlay with them. We could fight the crew. We can loot treasure. I guess we just gotta kind of look at what the one thing we don't want to do is. We can take a cannon. I would like to take a cannon, but I think that might be the one I leave out. Well, our crew number, I believe, is really could use more, so we're gonna recruit some crew. We're gonna fight the crew to lower that dice. We need more infamy, so we'll do that. We'll parlay. We won't loot the cannons this round. We'll just do it this way. I've never done this before. I don't know what's gonna happen. Let's see what happens. We're gonna parlay. Swagger +1. Perform a swagger check. My swagger is at 3 total, right? Yeah, just 3. Do I want that point of swagger for a supply? Yes, I do. My supply is really high. So we're going to take a point of swagger. Beautiful. Alright, so +4 swagger and roll the dice, and we read an entry based on what that comes up at. Whatever this is, +4. That is really, really bad. Okay, we rolled a 5, which means we have to do entry number 5, or entry number 501. This is... okay, this is not good. 501. This is not going to be good.
Your negotiations don't go as well as you hoped.
All players must simultaneously vote on the following. Thumbs up option, stop boarding the ship, supplies +2, all players get a reroll token. It would just be for one player. Set dial A to 0 and immediately end the round phase, skipping all actions. Oh, no. Oh, so this would be interesting if I had more players. Then people actually get to vote on whether we want to stop boarding the ship to get some supplies and cut our losses. But it would end the round entirely. I don't want to do that. I want to keep fighting. No, no, no. We're going to continue the round as normal for sure. Hells yeah. Just because the parlay didn't go well. It's alright. We're going to keep going. Fight the enemy crew. Brawn +1. I cannot physically gain any more bronze, so we're going to take the +3 I currently get and see what happens. $15. Hells yeah. Reduce the dial by 2, infamy +2. Aw, I couldn't physically get a 16. Sad face. That's fine. Reduce dial A by 2, which is their crew number. And we go up, how much infamy was that? +2. 1, 2. Beautiful. That was pretty good. And what happens next? Loot treasure. Hunting check. Then, if action 2 was taken by one or more players this round, perform a hunting check. Oh, hunting +1, but you only get to loot the treasure if there was an enemy crew fought this turn, which it was. That's interesting. Okay. Do I want the point of hunting? I kind of do, because hunting, if it goes badly for me, I got to take a negative side. So yeah, I'm gonna take the supply loss to gain a point of hunting, which means I have +4. 5 total hunting. +5 hunting. Here we go. +5 on the roll. I have no reroll tokens, so whatever the result is what happens to me. Whatever it is, +5. Ooh, it's just an 8. Treasure +1, infamy +2. Oh, I wouldn't get an entry. That sucks. Treasure +1, infamy +2, and I get a treasure from looting them. What do we got? A crate o' grubs. Discard to gain 2 supplies, or discard before performing a hunting check to add +2 to your results. Do I want that? No, I'll just discard it for a supply. I end up with some really good items here, and I kind of don't want to lose any of those passive bonuses. Treasure was looted. Next up, recruit crew. Swagger +1. Oh, and we get crew based on how good the number is. Okay. If action 2 was chosen, which it was, fight the crew, we can then recruit the crew. So this one had to be done in order for 3 or 4 to be done. That's good to know. So do I want the point of swagger? Yeah, it's the last point of swagger I can earn, and I just got more supplies back. We're doing really good. Like, our stats are doing... This is so much better than the solo I tried last night. That's the last physical point of swagger I can get. So we roll with a +5. Let's see what happens. +5, 8, 13. On a 13, I get 2 crew and 2 infamy. I will take it. 1, 2, and 2 crew. I needed that crew. And I get a star. Okay. Looks good. We recruited crew. And I think that's all we got for this round. So now we're going to go round to end 8:25. What happens on an 8:25? I don't know. Read the fall. It doesn't matter because...
Oh, sweet mother!
Cries a horrified crew member of the other ship.
They've killed Lil Gertie!
You look down at the burly woman you just ran through with your sword.
I love you all.
She gasps.
Be true to each other.
She gives one last wheezy gasp before her eyes gloss over.
Monster!
Cries another crew member. Holding a fist in the air, he begins to chant,
Lil Gertie! Lil Gertie!
Others of his crew join in, and you begin to feel awkward, standing there with your sword stuck in the woman and all. You pull it free, but the ensuing mess you make only incites the crowd further.
Mark my words, you beast!
Spits a woman with patches over both eyes.
We will not soon forget this vile deed! She was the best of us! She helped me turn me life around! Helped all of us! Oh, there shall be a response! Blood for blood! Revenge for Lil Gertie! Revenge!
And all of her crew, including 1 or 2 confused members of your own crew, take up the chant.
What? Why would they do that? Infamy +3 and I get a reroll token. Okay. I need more reroll tokens. Oh, that's misfortune. I don't want a misfortune token. I want a reroll token. Alright. Now what? Reduce hull, crew, and or supplies by a total of X, which is the thing I'm down to. So I have to reduce 2 points. I'll take a point of hull and a point of crew, because that gets me down to the next hunger level. That's fine. The highest enemy player moves the ship 1 space. Read the entry. So we're forced to move. Oh, I wanted to keep fighting them. Oh well. We killed little Gertie though. Wasn't very happy. Move 1 space. Getting closer to our destination. Okay, and read the new space. Well, we killed little Gertie and we ran away. New entry 17. Crossroads event Stowaway.
You cannot sleep and decide to sneak to the hold for a nip of rum. But lo, inside the cask you find a stowaway, a wild-eyed lass looking half-starved and delirious. Where the blazes did you come from, you demand?
I'm so sorry,
says she, a little disoriented.
but I was bound for Port Gerard. I don't think I was meant to be on this vessel at all.
You cough quietly as you recall recently boarding and robbing a ship bound for Port Gerard.
Please, give me but a bit of food and water, and reseal my barrel, and I'll give you the treasure I was paying my way with.
Do as she says and receive her payment. Take her to the captain for judgment. A treasure. It could be a special treasure. Do I take her Do I lock her back in her barrel and she gives me her treasure, or do I take her to the captain for judgment? This is a tough choice. Payment could be something good, because it's not just regular treasures. It could give me a blue story treasure. They're really powerful sometimes. I'll take her to Captain Vance. I'm gonna take her to Captain Vance. Let's see what happens.
We ain't heading nowhere near Port Gerard, so best come meet the captain. The woman, half out of her mind from dehydration, fights like a wildcat when you try and pull her from the barrel.
You got fighting spirit, lass,
says Captain Vance later.
We need that. Plus, ways I see it, you owe me for room, board, and the rum. So get to work, pull your weight, and we can drop you at the next port if you want.
Remove that token from the game, because the event can only be done once. And then she joined our crew, so we got a crew member. Discontent goes up 1 because we did something that's kind of mean. Set dial A equal to the number of players and turn to page 11. Okay, we set that to 4 and we turn to page 11. Oh, it's a rough sea. Oh boy. I was hoping that that wouldn't happen, and then check threat. Threat is fine. Done. They're done. We are at the rough seas again, everybody. Okay, okay. I'll hide that. Well, sailing is a requirement. Supplies are doing... we're actually doing really well. Let's advance the captain's quarters story. We'll net debris. And we'll do the minus on A, so we're not going to talk to the crew. Sounds good. I've been getting around well without having to chart courses. Hungry crew. So we're going to feed the crew. Which, now it costs me another mouth to feed, so it costs me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Actually, if I don't feed the crew... what was the punishment again? Discontent +2 and infamy -1. That's not a horrible thing. Let's do that. We have room for discontent. 1, 2. I don't want to lose all those supplies we just got. It would cost me 5 supplies to feed the crew. Infamy goes down by 1, but that's a little price to pay for not losing 5 supplies. I'll take it. And then the point of swagger, I don't think I can't physically take any more swagger, so perfectly fine. Man the sails. Brawn +1. I can't get any more bronze, so it's 2 total? 3 total brawn. Okay. +3. This is to prevent how much damage is dealt to our ship. Oh yeah. Ooh, an 8. It's the second highest. Let's go for it. Reduce dally by 2. Bop bop. Alright, down to 2. And then that is man the sails. Next up, we're going to net some debris. Hunting +1. Do I want the hunting +1? Yes, I do. That's the last point of hunting I need. Booyah. And so we go... a supply cost for the hunting +1, and now we're going to roll the dice. Let's see... what's my total thing? It's hunting 5, 6, +6, and I have to get at least a 9, otherwise bad things happen. That's 11. I'll take it. Hey, 11's good. Supplies +2, treasure +1. Supplies +2, treasure +1. Sack o gunpowder. Discard to gain +1 aim or 2 supplies. Well, can't do that, so we're just gonna take it for a supply. We're back up to max. I'm okay with that. We're doing amazing right now. And next we do the captain's quarters. Yeah. We've only done 2 of these so far. 044 is the number that we need. I'm trying to click on OBS's 044. There we go.
You run past Captain Vance, trying to hold back your tears.
What's wrong, me matey?
He asks. I don't want to talk about it. You blubber, salty tears running down your cheeks. The captain sighs.
Your heart got broken again, didn't it?
You give a sorrowful nod.
Lordy be, you're one of them pirates of the new generation. Always talking about your feelings and whatnot.
It's not fair, Captain. You sniffle. You give someone your heart. You don't expect him to just hurl it back in your face. Captain Vance chuckles at this.
I had me heart broken once,
he says.
Beautiful lass, my Esmeralda. Smartest little thing I ever saw.
That's the girl we met.
Hair red like fire. And she set a fire in me bed, too. I loved her, I did. But the lure of me life's quest took me away from her one time too many. She ended it, of course. I still feel the pain of it right here.
And he taps his chest. You sniffle and wipe your snotty nose on your jacket sleeve. How do you get over it, Captain?
Several pipefuls of crystallized sour cap mushrooms. Hallucinated for 13 days. When I came to, I was wearing a new bear pelt and nothing else, and had the legendary treasure of Captain Ernest Birdwhistle in me hands. But, in your case, I'd just stick to letting some time pass, okay?
Yeah, okay, Captain.
In a skill of my choice. Okay, that was weird. So that Esmeralda girl we met before was his past love. So, okay. Skill of my choice, huh? Well, we haven't... Navigation's our best thing, and we haven't put any points in it yet, so let's go ahead and take a point of navigation. Oops. That's fine. Which cost us a supply to do. We're at max, so I'm perfectly okay with taking that. And then finally, navigation +1. I will also take that because, I mean, we had lots of supplies, so I'm not really worried about running out right now. And we do a navigation check. So I get +2, 3, 4 total navigation. Uh, 9 + 4 is 13. Or no, sorry. 9. Yeah, 9 + 4 is 13. On the 13, infamy +1. And I can spend 2 to move a space. So you only need to move 1 more space to get to our spot. So I'll spend a point of hull and a point of supplies to move our ship by 1 to the place we need to go. And now we do our end of round action, which is 804. Threat +1. If a threat action does happen, it's going to trigger again. Reduce crew, hull, or supplies by a total of X, which we only got it down to 2, so we have to take a -2 on that. I'll take hull, and I'll take crew. Lost some people in those rough seas. Oh, Constellation event. We haven't done it yet. So we're going to do our Constellation event right now. And I'm going to go ahead and read my backstory again for my character. His name is Professor Putricide. He's the alchemist pirate. I'll read the backstory and then we'll read the next layer of his story here. I've always relied on my intellect rather than my might. And it hasn't always made for an easy life. As a child, I was teased by the others for my obsession with evergreens. But when I synthesized a poison from the plant and used it on my tormentors, I had the last laugh. My dedication to science has taken me across the land, but to truly see all the world has to offer, I'll need to brave the seas. There's little room on a pirate ship for inquisitive minds, but the others have already learned that I am not to be trifled with. My most recent elixir seems to either cause the loss of touch or the sprouting of what can only be described as orc-shaped fungus on the lower back. Since either result is undesirable, the other crewmates have kept their distance, especially Gibbs, who is somewhat terrified of me. I think my time on the ship will be pleasant enough, although I may struggle to find willing test subjects for my ... experiments. So now we get to read the first of our missions, of our Constellation events. It was a good night for celebration, given our recent success. The captain asked that I share my most recent brew of spirits to mark the occasion. My recollection of what followed is hazy, but I awoke the next day with a new and rather vulgar tattoo of an orc on my stomach, and a large collection of left boots from many crew members. Perhaps less cinnamon next time. Get a reroll token and discontent -1. Discontent -1. And get a reroll token. The ship did move, yes, and the new location is the spot that we were told to go to, which is spot number 957, which was our next goal. See what happens. Is Painted Caverns written on the ship's log? No, it is not. Yes, it is actually. Painted Caverns is written on the ship log. Yes.
You arrive at Red Rock Island. The crew treks up a mountain path in search of the cave Esmeralda had told them of. When you reach the Highlands, you find a small village where the locals tell you of a mysterious nearby cave.
Best not go in there without some lanterns.
One of the locals chimes.
You can fetch them for a good price at the blacksmith if you're so inclined.
Return all revealed navigation tokens. There are none. And then turn to page 39 and check threat. Threat is going to trigger. We got to go to page 39 first. The Highlands. Very nice. Ooh, it's pretty. Look at that. The duck with a beer. Called the Drunken Duck. It's a fun place. Very lovely. But for now, it told us to check threat. And we do meet the threat amounts. So that means we have to do our third threat event. Which, if you recall, if we hit the last two, we lose the game. So 793 has to be put in.
Razor has come!
Flapjack squawks as he crashes into the lookout's face.
Doom is here! Doom is here!
Captain Vance tries to calm some of the crew down, but by nightfall, a few take off in a dinghy, fearing Captain Razor would get to the ship by daybreak.
Crew -2, supplies -1. Move the ship one space closer. That's not great. So that's going to go crew -2, supplies -1, and the ship is that makes us lose the game if it touches us is coming closer. Are they on the same space? No, they are not. Remove all threat from the threat track. If it gets up to 3 again, we get another spot. So we only have about 5 rounds left until the game ends. Done. And we are on a new page. So we're in the Highlands, and our goal is still find the stone in the Painted Caverns. Okay. Well, that means we got to send someone to the Painted Caverns. I think I'll just do the top 4 things. Yeah, I'll just do the top 4 things. Blacksmith with a question mark is interesting. I kind of want to know what that is. And you can't not go to the Drunken Duck. I mean, come on. It's the Drunken Duck. I like the bird sound effects too. That's kind of cool. Alright, let's go around at the market. Can't get any more swagger, but we're going to roll and we get extra options depending on how good our roll is. Not the red dice. We don't want the red dice. We want the green dice. Our swagger is +5 on the sheet. It's +5. Here we go. 11. I get 3 market options. Nice. Okay. Supplies +2. Reroll tokens. Spend supplies to get treasures. Find a friend. Spend 1 supplies to retrieve a pirate pal of your choice from the story deck. Oh, we can't not get a pirate pal. We can't not get a pirate pal. They're on the other side. Cards number 1 through 6. So we got the pirate pal, mopey monkey, the grumpy guppy, the hangry hippo, the pale platypus, the bearded bear, or the trippy toucan. We can only have one of these, and they give us a +2 bonus. When you gain this, all other players who control one or more pirates gain reroll. Oh, okay, so they all have that passive on them. It's just what passive do I want? Do I want the hippo or do I want... I kind of want the hippo or the guppy. Just based off the stats I currently have good amounts of. Brawn is very low, so having a little extra brawn wouldn't be too bad. And hunting is just... I could always win hunting checks if I take a good hunting one. I think we'll take the hangry hippo. Yeah, we'll take this hangry hippo. So we have permanent +2 to our brawn. I like it. I like it a lot. These other guys are going to go back into the deck. I put those in backwards, of course I did. Grab the whole stack and pop. Okay. Alrighty, so we got a monkey. That was one option. And then I get 2 more options. Supplies +2. My supplies are... We'll take supplies +2 twice. I like having extra supplies. That feels good. Thank you, Market, for my hangry hippo. Let's do the blacksmith. Choose one of the following. Buy torches. If any player performs an exploration check this round, add 10 to their result. Or browse. Read entry 418. Oh. If we buy torches, that +10 to an exploration check. There's no exploration checks. Oh, the Painted Caverns is an exploration check. I think that's kind of needed. Oh yeah, the lady said we needed torches also. I'll do the thing we're supposed to. I'll buy torches. So +10 on this exploration check. Okay. I'll do the thing we're supposed to do. And then Painted Caverns. Exploration +1. I will gladly take that point. Considering I can go up a lot in exploration. I haven't really done so yet. And I add 10 to my roll because of that. There's a 22+? Holy crap. I have a feeling that's what I need to get. Oh shit. I think I need to get a 22 in order to progress. Because this doesn't give me anything special. It just says I'm supposed to find the stone. I think the stone is attached to that 22 right there. Well, I have +2. I have 3, 4, 5. I have +15 on the roll. That's pretty good. That means I only have to roll at least a 7. If I roll a 7, I get that. Let's do it. Come on, give me a 7. 7 or higher. I have reroll tokens if I need them. There's an 8. We got it. We rolled a 23. Read entry number 419. So we go back up here, and we go to entry number 419. Let's see what happens. Does any player have the Clearing Stone story card? No, they do not.
You and the crew are able to locate the clearing stone in the Painted Caverns, just as Esmeralda said you would. You watch Captain Vance wrap up the glowing rock in his coat. The stone gives off such a blinding white light that even wrapped up, it fills the cavern with a white-blue glow. Shadows dance over the monkey statue that once held the stone, making it appear angry and menacing. The retrieval makes you feel uneasy, but you are still able to exit the cave unharmed.
Cool. Treasure +2, write Clearing Stone on the ship's log, retrieve card 15, the Clearing Stone from the story deck, discard the current objective and replace it with objective number 3. Okay, so we got the next objective completed. Sweet. So that means I come over here, I take objective 3, which is secure the stone. At the end of the current round, instead of reading the round entry, read this number. Okay. That's an easy goal. I have to write Clearing Stone on the thing right here. So we go text. I'm going to click right here, and I'm going to write in smaller text so it fits on here. Clearing Stone. Okay. And then, what else did you want me to do? Treasure +2. We get 2 treasures. That one and that one. Let's see. I have to trash 2 of them. Burying this card, -1 crew. A love letter. and colorful canvas. I don't really want either of those because I like all my passive abilities. I got really good treasures really early, so I'm just going to trash both of them for a supply each. Okay, so that takes me back up to 10 supplies again. Nice. Alright, now where are we at? We did the thing. Wait, anything else I do? Right, clearing stone, the ship's log. Oh, get the card clearing stone. Card number 15. The clearing stone. What is it? When any player moves the ship one or more spaces, you may move it one additional space without paying the cost. Ooh, that's a very nice card to have. I will gladly take that. Booyah. Very nice. Okay. I believe that's everything. Is that everything? Yeah. That's everything. Done. We just got to finish the round for the next thing to happen. Okie dokie. Painted Caverns is done. Next up is the Drunken Duck. Challenge some pirates to a drinking contest. Crew +1, brawn +1, then perform a brawn check. Well, I can't gain any more brawn, but I can gain more crew. And we're going to do a brawn check. My total bonus brawn is 2 from that, and then an additional 3, 4, 5 because of my Hangry Hippo Pirate Pal. So +5 on a brawn check. Let's see what happens, shall we? Whatever it is, +5, 9. I'll take a 14. What we got? 4. That's the best one. Nice. So I get to read entry number 422.
I'm not so sure about this, you admit to your friends before plunking down several bottles onto the table.
What are those?
The pirate demands.
Those aren't real drinks.
This is the hard stuff, you insist. One-Eyed Pete's 10-year fermented small batch orphan's blood.
Kitty wine.
Huffs the pirate, wiping the bottles away with a meaty arm.
Tonight, we're drinking ye old wine coolers. Blueberry favor.
And he slams several petite, light blue bottles onto the table. 5 minutes later, your opponent is under the table, snoring. You take the opportunity to steal what you can from him.
Nice. Treasure +1, infamy +3 lock the action. So nobody else can go to the Drunken Duck. And then treasure +1, infamy +3. 1, 2, 3, and treasure +1. The cache is supplies. Discard to gain 3+ supplies. You can unfortunately only do that during your action. It actually doesn't matter. If I trash either way, I'm 1 or 3. It really doesn't matter because I'm at max supplies right now. That sucks. Oh well, that's fine. We got some infamy for it. And end of round, it says, don't read this entry. Read this entry. 852.
You return to the ship with Captain Vance as he carefully carries the stone in his coat.
Listen up, me mateys.
He says,
It's time I fill you in on what we're doing. We've got the clearing stone now, and ain't no turning back. There are going to be those that try to stop us, but we're not going to let them. Once we get past the ocean's edge, we're not only going to find a new world, but we're going to unleash magic on this world too. The likes of which you ain't never seen.
Is that wise?
A crew member asks.
Wise?
Laughs the captain.
We're pirates, damn it. We live for adventure. And I ask you, what's more adventurous than sailing seas with mermaids, cutting deals with strange witches, blowing a massive serpent to smithereens with your cannons, and finding mysterious magical treasures? You want to head back to the mainland and spend your life bowing and scraping for noble folk? Or do you want to have some fun with your old cap? Now on to glory and the ocean's edge!
The crew, inspired by the finding of the clearing stone, shouts along with the captain in glee.
The ocean's
edge! Choose 2 of the following. Supplies +3, discontent -2, crew +3, or hull +3. I will. Only 2 of those really matter for me. Discontent, I'm not worried about. We'll go crew plus 3. 1, 2, 3 takes me back to max crew, and we'll take hull plus 3, which puts me back to max hull. We're looking really good for the end of this game. Hell yeah. All players discard up to 2 treasures for each treasure discarded. You would be fill a stone on the... Wait. All players discard up to 2 treasures. We have to do it, really? Oh, it doesn't say you may, you must. Oh no. Oh no. I think I can get rid of the decorative holster and the drunken monk wine. Oh, they suck. Those are such good stats to have. It's fine. They'll be gone. But it's okay. Oh, it hurts. It hurts to throw those away. But instead of getting a star, you get 3 infamy per. So it would be 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. That's another dot on my constellation, which is my next constellation token, which I'll put there the next time it asks me for it. I do need to get a little bit more infamy to... I need to get a lot more infamy, actually, to get my constellation thing finished, so I at least have a good ending. I'm going to have a bad ending at this point, because I haven't done enough to get infamy. Okay. Now what do I do? Flip the current objective card to 4. Actually, don't think that they flip. Yeah, they're separate cards. I have to grab card number 4, which I believe is this one. Reach the ocean's edge. Okay, I can do that. Sail past the edge. The highest infamy player moves the ship 1 space. Read the entry on the new space. Well, just get to the ocean's edge. Let's go. And we draw a token. Ooh, it's a ship. Entry number 22 is the one we're going to do. Stick it to him. Oh, it's a fight.
The crew begins to board a whaler they've brought to heel, but the bastards on the other boat perform a quick maneuver that pulls your ships apart. Boarding planks and screaming sailors fall into the water. You are already on the enemy ship's deck, where you spy a harpoon gun. If you fired it at your boat, it might hold fast and prevent your prey from escaping.
Oh. So I could either fire the harpoon gun or jump overboard to swim to your ship. Wait, I'm off the ship? The whole thing. Human sailors. Oh, so I'm on the enemy's ship right now. I can either go swim back to my ship or fire the harpoon gun to pull the ship. Let's do that. Let's get that ship back. You know, bring that ship back towards us. Fire the harpoon gun.
You fire the gun, and cheers, the harpoon sinks into the hull of your ship.
Yeah.
The line between the harpoon and gun grows taut, but it looks like it's going to hold.
Remove the token, hull -1, treasure +1, set dial A to 7, turn to page 53. Okay. So remove that token. Then what do you want me to do? Hull -1, because we had to hit our hull with our harpoon gun, which is kind of sad. And then we do get a treasure, so that's cool. Good, a treasure map. After burying this card, +1 treasure. Oh, and it gives me some exploration and navigation, which I already have lots of. That's my best thing right now. Set dial A to 7. Okay, I don't know what that does, but turn to page 53. You got it. Is this the boarded one again? It's the boarded one again. Okay. We're back to the boarded one. Un momento. My phone's been buzzing. Okay. Where are we at? It's another boarded ship. Boarded cruise date. Oh, the number was 7 though. Ooh, that's a high number. Okay. Parlay was a swagger check, and it was a high swagger amount, but since the last time I did this, I've gained a lot more swagger, so I feel a little more confident about that. So let's put the parlay thing down. Fight the enemy crew. We gotta do that for sure. It's brawn check. Which I actually lost some bronze this last time, so I'm at +4 brawn. And then loot treasure you get if you fight the enemy crew. I remember that was useful. And then we can recruit some of their crew. Actually, we're at full crew right now. Let's loot cannons. I want more cannons. This, I remember, gave us some crew, so I'd rather loot some cannons. It gives aim point, and actually I could use more points of aim. That sounds good. Let's do it. Alright, so we're going to parlay with them. We need to get at least an 11. I have 5... +5 on swagger. You have to roll at least a 6. Come on, buddy. Come on, come on. At least a 6. 7, I'll take it. Perfect. Read entry 505.
My friends! You call out to the barricaded enemy crew. I believe it was La Rochelle who said we are all captain of their own heart, so long as they have the courage to follow it. And it does take courage to follow your own heart, especially when your captain is yelling at you. Tell me, which is more pleasing to you? Your heart, urging you to save your own lives and surrender, or your harpy of a captain who's never given a damn about you a day in their lives? Can you tell me? The answer comes minutes later, when the head of an enemy captain lands nearby with a messy thud.
We surrender!
Calls the enemy crew.
Infamy +4. Ooh, I like that. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to take a star on our constellation chart, which is getting us closer to victory. And then set dial A to 0. Wow, that's like an instant. We don't have to fight them at all. Holy crap, I didn't realize that was a thing. So there is 0 crew left because they all joined us. Players who choose action 2 do not resolve in an action this round, so this will not happen at all. Then choose one of the following: +3 supplies or +2 treasures. I don't need the supplies, so we're going to take +2 treasures. What do we get? We got a billy goat. Discarding +2 supplies cannot be buried. Okay, or waterproof boots. Ugly but functional, just like you. Extra aim. I kind of want the brawn. Brawn is kind of... We'll take the billy goat. What's the flavor text on the billy goat? No, it's just... This is a billy goat. Okay. Cool, that gives us a little extra brawn. I need brawn because brawn's my worst skill. Cool. Alright, done. Now what? So action 2 doesn't happen, we're not fighting, so let's loot the treasure. Hunting +1. I can't get any more hunting, so 5. 5 total bonus, and that's it. And remember, I have to get at least a 9, otherwise my squirrels in my pants do weird things. +5 bonus, let's go. We're going to use a reroll token on that one right there. At least a 4. Come on. Oh, come on. Another 1. Last reroll token. Okay, come on. Come on, come on, come on. Not another 1. There we go. That works. +5 is 11. Steal 2 treasure. Boom and boom. We got the Jumbo Leeches. You may discard this card when you would lose crew. And yeah, that's not good. Puffy Blouse. +2 swagger and +1 sailing. Ooh, I'm going to get rid of the Golden Sextant because I like the swagger a little bit more than the sailing. Then these 2 go away, which means I get +2 on supplies. That is perfectly okay with me. Oh, my supplies are maxed. I've just been capped at supplies this entire freaking game. Alright, well, we looted treasure, and what is next? All of these guys are done, by the way. Done, done, and done. Finally, we're going to loot the cannons. Aim +1. I will take that point of aim for sure. Thank you. Cost me a supply to do that. And then do an aim check. If action 2 was chosen, it was chosen, but it wasn't done. Then I get to choose 2 of the following. So I still get to choose 2 of the following because the action was chosen. Okay. Oh, yeah, it's not an aim check. It's just aim plus. Cool. Awesome. So I get 2 of these actions. Upgrade a cannon by 1 level. Gain 1 loaded level 1 cannon. Or I want to do the steal a big gun. I'm going to do that. Let's do that first. The steal a big gun and see what happens. What we got here? It's 509.
You whistle appreciatively at the firepower the other ship is packing. Thank the gods they didn't shoot any better.
Perform a brawn check. I need an 11 probably to get that cannon. Okay. Well, it's a good thing I got 2 there. And 3, 4, 5 total brawn bonus. So I need an 11. It means I have to roll at least a 6, and I'm out of reroll tokens. So whatever comes out of here is what I get. Need at least a 6. Come on. Oh, not good. Didn't happen.
You failed to steal the cannon.
Yeah, I figured that was what was going to happen, but it was kind of anticlimactic. Can I get one more of these things? Gain a loaded level 1 or upgrade a level 1 cannon. They don't do much unless I load them. So I think we'll upgrade a cannon to level 2 or gain a free loaded level 1. We'll upgrade a cannon to 2. That way next time we have to fight, when you upgrade it, they always come what they were before. So now I have 2 unloaded level 2 cannons. Okay, that's fine. Read the end of round 825.
You give a loud huzzah and cut down your opponent. She hits the floor hard, rolling to the side to reveal a double set of eye patches. Wait a moment, you say. You seem familiar.
You.
She hisses.
No, it had to be you, didn't it? Oh, Lil Gertie, I have failed you. I swore revenge, only to fall victim to the same foulness that butchered you.
Look, it's combat, right? You argue, pointing at your sword. A little bit of hack and slash. I'm just trying to do me job. And if any of you got to know me, you'd think I was a pretty decent sort.
All devils claim decency.
Spits the dying woman.
Perform a swagger check. Oh, I didn't know that this is like a side thing that came back. That's kind of funny. Swagger check. Swagger's plus 5 and then 6, 7 because of my puffy blouse. Plus 7. Let's see. Come on. What do we need? We need at least 13. Ugh. Plus 5, so I need to get at least a 8. I don't think that's gonna happen, but we'll see. Ooh, that's an 8. That's not enough. You got a 1 through 12. Sorry.
Look, I'll show you, you insist. First, I'm going to pull out me sword. There, now I need to staunch the flow of blood. It'll just... Oh, I'm not sure. Maybe place my hands right here and... Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear.
Shouldn't have pulled the blade out, idiot.
Sighs a nearby sailor.
Oh no, I get a treasure, but I also get a misfortune token. Oh, that's sad. So... I get a treasure. Dirty fertility statue. When you draw this card, discontent -1. When you discard it for any reason, discontent +1. So it doesn't do anything, because I'm just gonna trash it. Okay. But I get a misfortune token, which means I have to get disadvantage on my next check, which is not good. I don't want that. All right. Reduce hull and crew by the number of X. It's at 0 because we did parlay with them. Move the ship 1 space. And then read the new entry. 001. Fight.
A fight between 2 crewmates turns to blows on the ship's deck. Captain Vance has ordered you to keep the peace among the crew, but these two men have been at each other's throats for a while, and you feel that letting them fight it out might result in their working it out of their systems.
Break up before someone gets hurt, or go on and let them fight it out. Let's break it up before someone gets hurt.
You're able to stop the two from fighting, but not before taking a punch to the kisser. While in recovery, Captain Vance brings you a gift for following his orders.
Good on you, matey,
he says.
Remove that token. Retrieve card 74, Stern Eye Patch from the story deck. Okay, Stern Eye Patch, huh? 74? When you gain this card, Misfortune +2 and Infamy +3, but it's a passive swagger and navigation thing. But oh my god, my next 3 rolls are gonna suck because I have so much misfortune. That is not a good time. I have 4 misfortune tokens and no reroll. Oh, this could be bad for the end of the game. And then also hull -1. I guess we rammed into the hull when we were fighting. And then 1 treasure, turn to page 3, check threat. 1 treasure, the perfect walking stick. These sticks, there are sticks, and then there are these. There are sticks. This definitely is not one of them. A brawn and a navigation. I like the clean gun sight. I think I'm going to get rid of the treasure map. I don't really think I need the treasure map. We'll get the perfect walking stick. I'm trying to make up for the fact that my character's brawn is worth stat by giving him just a little bit more. Turn to page 3, check threat. Threat is 0, we're fine. Turn to page 3. The open sea. Okay. We haven't had a clean open sea thing like the entire freaking game. And now finally we do. Okay, open seas. What do we got? Hungry Cruise automatic. Someone has to sail. Let's ready some cannons. Let's fish. Do we need supply? We don't need supplies at all. But a hunting point. We actually don't need that either. Screw that. Let's talk to the crew for some swagger and do a captain's quarters mission. That sounds good. Actually, we are going to need supplies because we have to feed 5 crew members, which means we're going to go down to 4 supplies. We won't talk to the crew then. We'll fish. Because this is going to cost me some points. Yeah. Hungry crew, we're going to go ahead and do the hungry crew thing. Which means we have a full crew of 10, so it costs us 5 to feed the crew. Let me get that off the screen there. Costs a full 5 supplies to feed the crew, going down to 4. But when we feed the crew, they get happy, and that means that we get -1 discontent, and our infamy goes up by 1. -1 discontent. Very nice. And then that is hungry crew. Now we go down to fishing. Hunting +1. I don't need the point of hunting. But I do. I'm going to roll to see how many supplies I get. I wanted to do this because I wanted to make sure that I replaced those supplies I did from the hungry crew. Fishing. 6 plus +5. Six plus 5 is 11. Okay. 11 gives me 2 supplies and a treasure. 1, 2 supplies and uno treasure. Mom's thirsty cutlass. Ooh, it's +2 to fighting. I end up with that a lot. I'm going to get rid of this one because I don't need that extra point of aim. I'd rather have an extra point of brawn, which is hard to come by. And that gives me a supply for trashing a treasure. Okay. Very nice. Okay, we did that. Oh, I get two treasures. And Oh, no, sorry. I only got 1 treasure, but 2 supplies. Got it. So I was down at 4, 1, 2, and then 1 more from getting rid of treasure. Okay, cool. That's done. Next, we're going to ready the cannons. Choose 2 of the following. Load a cannon, spend a supplies to... Oh, awesome, to load a cannon. Okay. It's only 1 supply to load each one. Tinker with a cannon, reroll, or spend 3 supplies to upgrade a cannon. No, we're not doing that. Perfect your aim. No, we're not doing that. We're going to do this twice. I'm going to spend 2 supplies to load both of my level 2 cannons, so they have +5 aim on the next 2 shots. That's really, really good. Glad I did that. Next, we do Captain's Quarters mission, which is this one right there, number 45 on the entry sheet.
Damn it all!
Captain Vance bellows as you enter his quarters. The place is torn apart, books, papers, and clothes scattered everywhere. Something wrong, Captain? You ask. The old man groans in irritation.
Nah, what do you be needing, matey?
I found this down below, you answer and hold up a beautifully ornate compass.
Me compass?
He cries, and just like that, all care evaporates from his face.
Thank you, my friend. You don't know how vexed I was to misplace such a treasured item. Here, take this as a proper sign of gratitude.
And he tosses you a useful item. I noticed the strange markings along the edge, you say.
Aye,
agrees the captain.
'Tis written in the old salt tongue, something not too many people knows about these days. I don't quite recall what it says. Me friend Scroggs told me years ago, before he went and caught a cannonball in his chest. Good pirate, Scroggs. I ever tell you about the time he and I sold liquor to the Royal Navy? Only it wasn't no liquor, it was sheep's laxative.
You sure did, Captain, you say politely. Well, got to be going. Lots of chores to get done.
Treasure +1 and a reroll token. Okay. Reroll token and another treasure. A real tough girl's hat. Nah. Take a supply for that. Okay. What's next? Sail. Navigation +1. I think I will take that. Yep. Which costs me a supply to do. And perform a navigation check. Unfortunately, I must use a misfortune token, so I have to roll 2 and take the worst option, which sucks. 12 or 7. That's actually not too bad. I'll take the 7 plus my navigation, which is 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That's actually not bad. That's a 13. Infamy +1. And then it's 2 for 1 for movement. Well, we're at the end here, so we're going to go a hull and a crew. It's not crew, right? It's only... Yeah, it's only supplies. So a hull and a supply to move at the spot. There we go. We have sailed. Now we end round on 800. I think we're almost done, guys. Oh wait, no, I didn't want to move there. I wanted to move here because we were trying to get to the Ocean's Edge. So it was boom, then boom. We're right here. 800. Threat +1. Okay. And then we get to do a constellation event. Nice. So let's read then my next constellation. It's only my second one, though. I think I'm going to have a bad ending. On a recent excursion to an uncharted island, I discovered an unknown mushroom with a brilliant, glowing blue cap. I gathered several into a jar for future study. I forced Gibbs to eat one as I collected my samples. Their hair immediately turned white, and now they appear to frequently speak an unknown language. More research is required. Receive card 43, key ingredient from the story deck. The mushrooms are a key ingredient. 43, huh? 43. Key ingredient. When you gain this card, get a reroll token. Once per round after any player performs a skill check, you may discard a reroll token to add 2 to the result. Oh, that's not great. It's a support card, but it doesn't really... And it gives me a reroll token now. That's like really the best thing it does. But I can discard reroll tokens to add 2 to any result I want. So that's fine. Okay. Well, I have that as a passive, that's fine. And I've done 2 of my constellation events. I need to actually get 2 more done, otherwise I'm going to have a bad ending. So. Okay. +1, we did that. Ship moved, yes. New thing, this is the thing. This is the end, guys. 977. Clearing stone written on the ship's log? It sure is. It sure is.
After days of sailing, the ocean's edge comes into clear view. It is a massive, hazy wall of roiling water and howling wind. But you spot a massive ship flying the colors of the Royal Navy, positioned between you and the edge.
That's the flagship for the crown!
Someone shouts.
We have to run. If we turn around now, we might not be spotted.
Nonsense!
Captain Vance has fire in his eyes and the clearing stone in his arms.
We sail for the ocean's edge. If Captain Razor stands in our way, then it's to Davy Jones' locker with him.
As you approach the ship, you see the Royal Sailors and Captain Razor, the most feared man in the Royal Navy, standing on the prow, looking pleased to see you. The ship gets close enough for you to hear Razor shout out,
I'll be having that stone, Vance, and your heads.
Oh crap, I think we're about to have like a boss battle of some kind. Okay, remove, is that the pirate ship? That's the pirate ship's token from the game. I think we're battling it anyway. Okay, set the dial, or turn to page 57 first. There's no 0 on those, 57. The Man-O War, oh god, it's a huge ship! Whoa, look at that thing. Hide the things. Oh god, we gotta fight this thing? Oh crap. So set dials A, B, and C. The hull, the sails, and the captain. Oh, this is a boss battle, guys. This is a boss battle. Set dial A to 10. Set dial B and C to 5. Alright, well. Boss battle. The Man-O War. What's it say on here? Done. And there's the sound of the Man-O War. Our ship's outmatched in every way. Damaging the enemy's sails will slow them down and let us avoid that cannon fire. It's kill or be killed, this fight. So fire at their hull so we can send them to Davy Jones. The hull, the sails. So if we hit the sails, we slow them down. We could sink them if we hit the hull, though. The hull's got 10 health, though. And I don't know how much damage the cannons are going to do. Crap. Okay, we're going to fire cannons twice for sure. We have to guard the captain. And maybe rally the crew. So we're not going to sideswipe, or we're... I think I like that. I have 2... like level 2 cannons filled up and ready to go, which are +5. So I think that's the right option here. Boss battle, let's do it. Rally the crew. Swagger +1, can't get any more swagger. And then I get rally options based on the number. Unfortunately, I have 3 misfortune tokens, so this is going to really suck. Here we go. It was a bad time to get those misfortune tokens, because that affects all of our rolls right now. No, get in there. Get in there. In there. In there. And in there. Oh, crap. This is not going to go well. Okay, what's my actual swagger at? It's 5, 6, 7, 8. I have +8 on swagger. That's actually not bad. Let's see what happens. Oh, 2 11s, which means I take the 11. Oh, that's a good disadvantage roll. That's a 19 right there. I get 3 of those options. Hell yeah. Reroll tokens. Get a skill of your choice. 2 reroll tokens. Give myself 2 reroll tokens. Reduce dial A or B by 1. I'm going to try to sync them. I'm going to reduce dial A by 1 for my first option. So we're going to go down to 9 on that. And then I'm going to get 2 reroll tokens for myself. 1 and 2. And then I get one more thing. I'm going to gain a skill of my choice. What's needed in here? Navigation for sideswiping, possibly in the future. We're about to fire cannons, though, so let's actually take the aim point. Let's take a point of aim. Because we're about to fire cannons. And that will be helpful. Ooh, we're running out of supplies. Okay, sounds good. Good job. Next up. Load cannons. Wait, what? No, not load cannons. We're firing cannons. Duh. Fire cannons. Aim +1. Ooh, that gives me my last point of aim. Yes. I will do that. We're going all out here. Last point of aim has been given. We're only at 2 supplies, though, which kind of sucks. I didn't go hunting. Okay. Max I can do is hit a 3. This is going to take multiple rounds, isn't it? Well, we have +5, 6, 7 aim. You have to take disadvantage, though. So, first disadvantage roll. We have +7. Here we go. Oh, this is going to suck. Don't kill me, disadvantage. Ooh, that's good. I have to take the 8. 8 + 7 is 15. That's the second highest. That's fine. I'll take it. Reduce the dial by 2, and we get infamy +1. Reduce the dial by 2. Nice. Okay. So that was the first fire cannon's action. I'm okay with that. The next fire cannon's action. I can't get any more aim physically, so we pass on that. And now we're going to do my last discontent card. Wish it didn't have to be on my cannons. What do we have? +5 total? No, 5, 6, 7 total. +7. Ooh, I gotta take the 7. Oh, that's fine. I'll take the 7. So that's 14. I'll take it. I'm not gonna get much better than that with disadvantage. 2 more down on the dial and a +1 on infamy. And then 2 more go down on the dial. It's down to 5. Okay, I'm okay with that. That is a good outcome in my opinion. Next we're going to guard the captain. Read entry number 525. This is the end. I don't know what's going to happen, but I'm a little worried. 525? Is magic can written on the ship's log? No. Is at the helm written on the ship's log? No. Is fighting Razor written on the ship's log? No.
Captain Razor swings over to your ship, and everyone gasps in awe at his radiant manliness.
Ooh, he can get it,
says a lusty Emma Brown.
Girl, you know that's right,
agrees the guy right next to her. Captain Razor draws his cutlass and storms toward Captain Vance. Stop fawning over him, you fools, you shout. Defend the captain!
Do I attack Razor head on, or do I sneak up behind him? If I attack him head on, it's probably going to be a brawn check. Which isn't horrible. I have 4 reroll tokens, and my brawn bonus is at 7. +7. We're going to fight him head on. We could do it. Ooh. Oh, we need at least 13. That's easy. We're out of misfortune tokens, so we're just going to roll. Fighting Razor head on. +7 on our roll. Let's go. 14. That was what we needed. 13 plus. We got it.
You successfully defend the captain.
Okay. +1 reroll and +2 infamy. 1, 2. Which means we get a star on our sheet. And I'll take that one. Oh god, we need a lot more. We're not going to have a good ending at all, are we? And then... what was it? A reroll token. go. We have guarded the captain. Now what do you want me to do? Done. End of round. 8:27. This is where the bad stuff happens. Is Dally at 0? No, it is not. Is Dial C at 0? No, it's not.
They attack.
Roll a die. Add the value of Dial B to the result. Dial B was the sales, right? Oh, God. Oh, this could be bad. Low number? 10. 15. Reduce the hull, crew, and or supplies by a total of 5. Then reduce dial C by 2. Begin a new round on this page. 5 lost? Okay, I'm gonna take 1, 2, 3, 4 crew down, because that's fine, and 1 of that. I think that's okay. We had a pretty good number, but wow, that hurts. Reduce dial C by 2. That's okay. Alright, do another round on this page. Okay. Supplies are low. We have to guard the captain again. Dial A. We need to lower that dial A. That's what we're going for right now. Load cannon. Oh no, cannons are already loaded. We have loaded them, right? No, they're unloaded. I already shot them. Yeah, I already shot them. They're unloaded. I have to reload them. If I load once, let's load once and let's fire once. I almost tried to cheat there. We'll fire twice, actually. One personal load, that'll give one of them a +5. How many more do I have to get on there? 5? Ooh, I can do it. I have 5 reroll tokens. I can do it. I can end this. Okay. One person's going to load, that'll give one of my cannoners +5, and I need to get that 5 damage on the ship to sink it. We got this. We're going to sink that ship. Okay. Here we go. Fresh round on this thing. First up, we're going to load cannons. Spend 1 supply to load a cannon. We're going to do that. Running low on supplies. Cannon is loaded. I will hide that for you. And then we're going to go do one more of the following. I could load another cannon. Or do infamy +1. That infamy +1 does nothing for me. A reroll token might help, but no, we're going to 0 outer supplies. 2 loaded cannons. We're ready to go. Fire cannon time. Here we go. Alright, so it has 5 health left. It means we need to get an 18 plus once, and we need to get 14 to 17. Okay. We have a lot of reroll tokens, so we can make this happen. We can make this happen. Well, let's do it. Our aim is +5 on there. 6, 7 total. We have +7 on our aim. So to get the 18, we need to roll at least an 11 or 12. That's difficult. In order to win this, one of these rolls has to be an 11 or 12 in order for us to sink this ship this round. 11 or 12, come on. We can use some reroll if it doesn't work out. 11 or 12. We got it. We got it. No cheating, we got it. Oh, yes. So that's 11 plus the 7. Reduce the dial by 3. Infamy +3. 1, 2, 3. Reduce this dial. That makes our next part so much easier. Alright, do it again on this guy. Wait. Oh shit, I didn't even need that much. I forgot. I had 5, 6, 7, and I used a loaded cannon. So I actually could have... That's fine. I didn't say that I was going to use the cannon, so it actually doesn't matter. I was overthinking it. So I still have 1 loaded cannon. Oops, that's my bad. We will use a cannon this time and roll with our +7 +12. Roll again for a +12, hitting the ship. And let's end it. We have so many reroll tokens, I don't think we're going to lose. Sure, let's overkill it. 18 plus, we got it. Reduce the dial down to 0. Booyah. That's +3 infamy again. 1, 2, and 3, giving us another star on our sheet. I don't think we're going to have a good ending, though, unfortunately. We have not gained enough infamy to do that. And then finally, guard the captain again, 525. I don't know if it's going to be good or bad, but we're about to find out. No. Agreed.
Captain Razor swings over to your ship, and everyone gasps in awe at his radiant manliness.
Ooh, he can.
We already heard this.
Lusty
It's just
Emma
we
Brown.
had to do it again.
You know that's right.
Agrees the guy right next to her. Captain Razor draws his cutlass and storms toward Captain Vance.
So we can.
Stop fawning over him, you fools! You shout. Defend
We
the
attacked him head on last time. Let's sneak up behind him this time. Right, fighting. Oh, that's how you get Fighting Razor. Okay. Right, fighting Razor on the ship's log. I'll do that. I probably won't matter because I think he's going to die here this time anyway. Perform a hunting check. Hunting is at 5. Ooh, I have no bonus hunting in here. Ooh, that's bad. I have a lot of reroll though. So 5, let's go. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Oh, I needed that 13. Beautiful.
You briefly snag Captain Razor in a coil of rope. As he reels backwards, you notice something shiny drop from his coat.
Gain a reroll token, a treasure, and a skill of my choice. So we do it in that order, which is actually important. I get a reroll token. I get a treasure. When you gain one more swag, I can't gain any more swagger, so we're gonna trash that to get a supply. Right? Our supply goes up to 1, and then I can gain a skill of my choice, which costs a supply. I will gladly do that. And we're gonna go with navigation because it seems to be the only thing on the page that matters right now. All right, 8:27 does the round end. Let's see what happens. Is Dially at 0? The hull is at 0. Yes. Oh.
You cannot believe your eyes as Razor's ship begins to sink beneath the waves.
Yeah.
The moment you are safe from Razor, Captain Vance grabs the ship's wheel. You watch as Captain Razor's crew members jump ship, while yours drifts into the magical mist before you. You're unsure who is more doomed. But as your ship crosses past the ocean's edge, sailing into that mist, your vessel is not harmed, though it begins to make a terrible creaking noise.
Steady now!
Cries Vance.
Rogue waves!
Comes a voice from the crow's nest, and indeed your hearts sink as massive waves coming from either side tower over your ship. The crew shrieks in terror as the 2 waves curl in to crash down upon you. But the crash doesn't come. And looking up, you see the waves have met each other and now form a perfect tunnel of water through which you sail. The tunnel ends in utter darkness, but Vance unveils the clearing stone, and lo! You now sail a black sea from which rises a towering column of sculpted stone. It resembles a monkey with glowing red eyes. Its hands are held out as if awaiting an offering. The ship passes alongside it, and Captain Vance tosses the clearing stone into its cupped hands. Lightning stabs the sky as a storm rolls in at impossible speeds. It spreads as if another sun rises up from the depths, and your ship is tossed about on monstrous waves. Strange shapes begin to emerge in the water. In the distance, you see enormous tentacles break from the surface and thrash about. Something else, a winged beast the size of an elephant, bursts up from the water and begins flapping away into the storm. Lights of all manner of color shoot up from below and zigzag into the air. There's a sound, like a horn blowing. And then suddenly, everything goes black. When you come to, heaven knows how many hours later, the sky is bright and blue, and your ship, with no one at their post, is sailing past an island. A quadruple rainbow hangs on the horizon, and you look at each other, marveling at the sights and sounds.
Is this the world beyond the edge?
Someone asks, but something about the island seems familiar to you.
I'm not sure.
Someone else answers.
Perhaps it is. Or perhaps this is the world we've always known. Only now, it is changed.
Captain Jesbit J. Vance is nowhere to be found. You spend days searching the surrounding waters, but all you find is a piece of paper hidden in his hat that he left behind. It bears the lyrics to an old children's song that goes, "One day I'll pass the ocean's edge to be a pirate true. I'll find a world to be me home with me own loyal crew. I'll ride upon the endless waves and find all treasure new. I'll live the pirate's life one day and bid this world adieu."
Is that it? Congratulations, you've completed this adventure. Return all of the purple cards to the treasure deck. Oh, the purple cards were the magic cards. Oh, so we've added magic to the world now. That's why it tells you to do this scenario first. Because I have a feeling magic has to do with the rest of the campaign. Oh, or to the 4 other campaigns that exist in this game. Starting with the player with the highest infamy pursuit. Each resolves their constellation events if they have 1 or more constellation event tokens. Oh no. Read their indicated ending. Well, my ending, I only got 2. I only got 2 of my things, so I have to read the bad ending. I'm going to unlock this and read 3 or less. Bad ending. Potions and concoctions fill your life, but also your lungs. The side effects of all your strange brews begin to catch up with you in your later years. Strange aquarium-shaped growths, elongated fingernails, extra patches of hair, and foul odors curse you for many years. Eventually, you try to synthesize a cure from distilled orc. A fantasy creature. Now, orc exists. Distilled orc scales. But this potent brew turns out to be your last potion. At your funeral, Gibbs spits in your grave. Glad that you are finally gone and never able to torment him again. Oh, it's such a sad ending. Oh, my poor pirate. Well, Alchemist Pirate tried, but it's hard to get infamy and you're playing 1 player. You only get it by moving up this infamy track, and you have to do it so many times. That's the only way you get stars in this mode. Like, I would have gotten so many more stars here. Like, there's 15 of them in here, and I would have gotten like 13 of them. I would have been filled out. It's just the speed at which you get skills is huge, but the speed at which you get infamy is not. You have to like prioritize infamy a lot more. I also could have probably spent more time. The threat could have triggered 1 more time, and I would have been okay. Oh man. Yeah, if the threat would have, I could have let it trigger 1 more time and spent some more time repeating areas so that I can get more infamy, so that I wouldn't have lost. Unfortunately, technically, I completed the campaign, but I did lose the game with a very not good ending. And I will not read the other endings because that's not what happened. And maybe someday I'll play the Alchemist again, or a different Alchemist, and maybe you'll have a better ending. But, oh my god, I love this game. I like to play it with more people. I gotta get a group together though, and I'll be looking for a group to play it. I asked Ian Seibert, maybe he'll play it with me. That'd be really cool. Get a group together. It's a lot different with more people. When you have more people, like, there's more of these player tokens around here. So if you have people like this, you're constantly fighting over infamy. And infamy in this mode is basically when you gain infamy, you kick other people down and take their spaces. So like, say if Orange gained 2 infamy, it would go like this, and he would be up higher. And then what infamy does is it's turn order. So Pink would get to choose what action they want to do first, and then Orange would get to choose his action, and so on and so forth. So infamy is a little bit more important. It's also the tiebreaker of the game. So anytime it says check the person with the lowest swagger do this, or the person with the highest this do this, infamy is always the tiebreaker. So there's never ties in anything, which is kind of cool. I kind of like the way infamy works in that a lot better. It's more of a you're getting a serious crutch with the way that skill gaining works. As long as you have like a influx of supplies, you'll basically get every skill in the game. And I almost filled out all the skills, but those don't give you your stars, which gives you your good or bad ending. But man, that was a really good story. Like, and it's branching too. It'll always have the same beginning, middle, end kind of thing. But the things that you encounter along the way, like I never fought a whaling ship the last 2 times I tried this. That's the first time I ever completed the full thing, and it had a boss battle at the end. How cool is that? And it's more than that. This game's got a ton of bosses. Like, I'll just flip through a couple papers here to show you some of the things it'll do. Like, I know the last few pages are bosses, so there's a shadow monster. It doesn't exist in this campaign, but it's probably for one of the other campaigns. There's a leviathan that you gotta fight. There's an enormous beast. I have no clue what that is. Like, there's 4 other campaigns that you can do, and these are things that you could encounter in those campaigns. A megalodon. I want to fight a megalodon. That's cool. Got an anchor in his mouth. That is so cool. I love Sea of Thieves, so this is like a very cool game. Creatures of the Deep. These are all things that you could end up fighting the whole time you play. But yeah, we won the game. That was Forgotten Waters' first campaign. I don't think, though, I want to do the other campaigns on my own. I want to find a group to play them with. So there isn't much they're missing by not doing this starter campaign. Though I might play through it again with them just so they can get a feel for it. But I want to wait to even look at the other stuff until I get an actual group together for it. So, alright guys, thanks all for watching. This will be on YouTube in a VOD. And then, yeah, I might do this again someday. If you do like the game, though, please support it. It deserves support. It's like the physical game. I did not pirate it. I bought the game. I have the game. Support the game. Alright. You guys all have a good night, and I'll see y'all later.